Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Gator Does D&D, part of the Kingdoms of Discordia series. I welcome you back to Season 3, Episode 4. Today's episode is The Bone Orchard. We have player down today. Wasn't able to make it. Unfortunately, real life comes ahead of D&D as it goes. So I will be playing the part of Li Chen today. I've done it in the past, so should be easy enough. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back in with everybody else, and also make sure that before I switch over that I get off my DM screen here. Alright, boys, we're live.
Great.
Oh, awesome.
We are live for now.
So, does anybody want to give me a summary of our last session?
I think Li Chen.
I just performed a little bit of sacrilege.
Yeah, you did. A little bit. Kind of decided to attempt to deface a holy icon of.
I thought it would like open up by its own. It was like a. Well, I was kind of right. It was a sarcophagus.
I mean, that's kind of tomb robbing at that point.
I just wanted to see what's in there.
I prefer the term archaeology.
Exactly, it's archaeology.
You're not even at the archaeologist. You're not even at the archaeology site yet. You haven't even crossed the border.
We're inquisitive, fellows. Always looking for the next big discovery and loot.
Well, loot indeed that you ended up pulling off the shriveled, mummified remains of what was apparently a cadre of undead monks that were part of this temple. The storm outside is sort of still raging on. You hear lightning strikes off in the distance as things sort of have settled. Baldur, you and I believe that was... Which guard were you? You and Ben managed to off the last one of the monks over there, while the triplets, Jimmy, Limmy, and Timmy,
Went Ronnie King on the others.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of that with anything, pots, pans, whatever was on hand.
That was beautiful, by the way.
You guys almost died violently to a few traps. There was the strange glyphs on the floor, which are still marked there from the last time that you were able to point out. Dodged a couple of arrow traps. Honestly, it's kind of a miracle that none of this went off before all of the while you guys were exploring the place and whatnot. Maybe it was the monks who activated them, or at least this is what Li Chen is sitting here mulling over to himself as he surveys the field, giving a very, very unpleasant glare as you all begin pocketing some of the loot pulled from these corpses.
Which I have written down.
Yes.
What was actually the loot? Because I had a fail last time.
It was an alm box with 90 coins. We've yet to check the denomination were not disclosed because we're just kind of, hey, we're finishing up. Hey, just tell me a little bit more. A container with incense and charcoal. One ritual kit, which has one use for ritual casting, and an odd-shaped iron key.
Let me see that iron key.
Here you go.
Augustus starts muttering under his breath the entire way.
The key is...
Swear.
the key is very strangely shaped, and what's more, it feels abnormally cool to your touch.
I whistle for the Iron Defender and Mecha Hoot to come over.
As he passes by, I'm just going to giggle to myself very
So it might actually
quietly.
be either some sort of enchantment, or it is in fact a cold iron key.
Well, you will have to give an Arcana check if you would like to check that.
But if it's cold iron, could I use an intelligence smithing?
I'll just
I'll
use...
accept that.
Okay.
Alright, hold on. Intelligence. Yeah, no, I can't tell.
Okay.
Alright, so... I'm going to use Detect Magic on it as a ritual real quick,
Alright.
while giving the little owl the gnomish light to hold in its claws.
The owl twits and flits and is able to provide steady enough light for you to work, while the others sort of try and patch up the windows with the rain blowing in, mud running over most everything. Paris looks absolutely miserable as her hair is just sort of like matted down with clumps of this mud from outside. It seems that the rain has just mixed with all the dust and crap that was in the roof of this building.
Oh, lovely.
Toph, meanwhile, is examining some of the bodies along with Li Chen, and the guards 3 are on, well, appropriately, guard duty, patrolling around the building and keeping an eye out for any more, shall we say, unwelcome guests.
Oh.
I mentioned to Ben that he should probably go to Starman. He's looking quite banged up in his mighty duel with a foul beast.
Yeah, the kid might want a little bit of patching up.
You just imagine him just like covered in blood, just like walking around on guard duty. Like, I think I hear bells.
Oh, he's pretty bruised up. The undead monk was using a blunt weapon, so he's not too terribly like visibly bloody, but he might be bleeding internally. So
It's a good thing that's where the blood is supposed to be.
as for the bodies of the other monks, they have been carted away, with the exception of the abbot, and they have been laid out by Li Chen respectively in the what was it, the abbot's room, as you discovered as such. All right. For healing, you're able to, you put a band-aid on him.
A colorful band-aid.
Ben has like a small scrap of cloth with some adhesive on it. What was it? Put across the break in his nose, and you gave him a little peck on the forehead there, Starman. He feels marginally better.
Oh.
Now, if you remember
Alright,
from the last sessions, there was a hatch.
Yeah, I know. I have the key in my hand, sitting at the hatch. Do I detect
For
any
the
kind of magic?
audience.
Actually, you know what?
You
I'm
didn't.
going to
You
use-
didn't. What's it? You managed to finish your ritual to detect magic, and yes, you do detect magic from the key.
Okay. Also, do I detect any magic within 30 feet of me that's not from the key? Because detect magic has an AoE ability.
Does it cast it on both?
I can. It's legitimately 30 feet. If there's any magic within 30 feet of me, I know what school it is and where it's located.
Okay. All right. So
There's a caveat with seeing the aura through certain materials.
Yeah.
all right. So what you're able to detect is that there is magic. You're getting a bit of slight interference from the mud because it is. You guys are out in this in the waste out here, and salt does contaminate the desert sands. But yeah, the door itself that you are you're messing with has some sort of latent magical property. It seems that it's almost a repellent force.
Oh.
It would probably go well to reason that if you were to cast a evocation cantrip at it, or actually any evocation spell that, like the idea that you guys had earlier, it would have rebounded off of the surface.
Oh, I wasn't going to use an evocation spell. I was going to use a transmutation spell. Arcane weapons transmutation.
Yeah, but you were trying to cast a fireball at it, if I remember right.
No, I was going
Or
to use
explosive.
Yeah, and I was going to get that through transmutation.
Well,
What kind of peons uses magic for weapons or combat?
It's just the guy who's been using magic.
yeah.
No. I'm using ordnance. There's a difference. Enchanted weapons are different than straight up magic.
Will you be opening up the thatch?
Yeah, get over here.
Yep. I go by the door and ready the Danax.
Toph looks up and, like, kind of peers around the side. Are you sure you're wanting to be opening that?
Yes.
He just sort of, like, leans back and says, alrighty then. And as you thumb open the hidden lock mechanism, and
Yep.
you feel the key insert smoothly, despite the fact that it's in a very, very odd shape. It's like kind of corkscrewy and zigzaggy. The key just flows straight into the lock. The metal straightening. The metal straightening as it crosses its threshold. With a turn, you hear a mechanical click as a small handle pops up just above your where you turned the lock at. It was part of the floor, and also the entire thing lifts up about a couple centimeters, and you are finally able to see the hinges. They were mounted, floating on the underside.
Oh, I have heavy crossbow ready to fire if anything comes up. Yeah, our defender sitting there ready to maul anything, and we have a gigantic fuck-off axe ready to lop anything's head off if it shows up.
So you open it?
I open it with the
With this, okay.
Yeah,
as you fling it open, cautiously, you throw it open, jump back. Well, I mean, you're cautious in the fact that you've got, you guys are surrounding the thing and on guard. So yeah, you throw it open, and you are greeted by the what seems to be like a wave of musk. It's just kind of just like old book meets wet paper mill sort of scent.
Uh-oh.
And pitch darkness down below with a small ladder.
Alright, I'm going and grab my... Hold on. I go and grab my already lit bullseye lantern, which I put aside before, and I aim the lantern down.
Okay. What I was going to do is send the flying mecha hoot that's holding the gnomish light to fly down there and look about.
Oh,
I mean, you both can do it.
Yeah.
You see that there
actually,
is...
I forgot you had that.
You see that there is a landing below you, and like you see the edge of two gateways. It's a look like some kind of like hexagonal sort of shape-ish right there. But you also see that it seems to be the far edge of it is some sort of shelf with old, really old looking wooden crates stacking up on it.
How far is the drop?
It is roughly about 9 feet.
Alright, then that should be enough to drop down and not get any damage.
Oh.
I'm gonna drop down.
Alright. You land on the floor with a soft thud. The floor itself seems to be some kind of mix of earthen and loam. As you sweep your lantern across the area, you are able to see that you are in what seems to be a root cellar of some kind. It has it is miserably pitch dark. Even with your lantern, it only goes so far into the distance before being swallowed up by that darkness.
God damn, that means it's fucking magic.
Ah,
Not only that, but
beautiful gnome lantern. Gnome lantern defeats magical darkness, if I remember correctly from that module.
Yeah. I was about to say, it's like you have been here before.
It's like, motherfucker, Starman, get over here! I swear to God, if there's tiny soldiers in here with muskets, I'm gonna cry.
You think you would cry?
Fair enough.
Starman's gonna even, like, peel the shirt to the side a bit to point out the massive freaking scar over his head.
The other thing that you notice about the area that you have dropped down into, it seems to be sectioned off like a almost like a maze of different containers, just all over the place, and huge shelves lining every which way. For the most part, all of these containers are filled with various, like, what were once plants, vegetables, various goods used for the home. It now overflowing with fungi, mold, and just a bit of rot.
Oh dear. Are there any sconces?
There is a sconce on the wall behind you, next to the ladder leading back up, and as well as you have like an ever-present mist of spores that sort of clouds over the area, which potentially could be what in the distance is killing your light.
Well, I don't like that. I am going to... Hold on, let me look at my inventory for a bit.
Oh, and it is also very damp down here. You hear a distinct kind of drip off in the
I
distance.
figured with when you mentioned there were fungi growing. I am going to go into my pack, grab part of my common clothing, rip off a section, douse it in water, and I'm going to put it over my fucking face. I don't want to breathe that shit in too much.
Alright.
I'll be
You
doing
now
something
have-
very similar.
You now have, advantage on checks made against, what would be any kind of breathing toxin or something of that nature.
Fortitude, I'm gonna guess.
con save here, but yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Well, then now I'm going to start using just flint and steel. Could I light up the sconces?
You can try.
I tried.
All right. Give me a D20 roll.
That's a 7.
7. You're not able to get the sconce lit. It is a little bit too damp, and the wood is a little bit too almost rubbery under your touch.
Can I toss him one of the torches that I have?
I already have the bullseye engine. I'm just hoping to.
I know,
able
but
to
you could
light
put the
them up.
torch, like...
I already have some torches on my own.
Oh, well, light up
Yeah.
a torch and just put it on the sconce.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Start doing that.
Is anybody else going to be making their way down, or is it just Hoot, Waymark, and Boulder?
I think Starman's gonna join.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that cloth that I made earlier before we got attacked
Mhm.
and just wrap it around my face and pull the hood up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll follow after Starman.
When Starman jumps down, I'm going to do this rip another section of the common shirt and
Leech.
hand it to him.
Li Chen is going to sort of like he's been following what you guys are doing. He leans over the side to while rubbing his chin. This is very strange for monastery. Normally, such thing would be a small root cellar for vegetables, but this is different, much bigger. Strange locks. I didn't know any better. And before he can finish his words, the trap door above slams shut in his face, and you all hear a deafening thud as the thing locks.
We left the key in it.
You did.
Fuck. Oh. The way you describe it, it just opened on its own, or the way we opened it, we never took the key out, so.
No, you left the key in it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
But, you hear from the other side, Li Chen fiddling, trying to use the key again. And you hear several curses in Dragoi, as there is no movement from it. There's a few beats on the surface of the door. It says, "Do not worry, friends. I will figure this out. Something strange is going on."
No
Well,
shit.
they're all dead. Sorry about Biter.
Well,
We have access to the hinges, though, now, right?
Yeah, you have access to the hinges and such. You can see from this side, if you shine a light up to it, that that there is a very, very complicated looking locking mechanism right there.
complicated means it can be easily broken. Shit! I rolled a 7 on the string.
That's
Oh.
3 7s in a row for you rolling.
Yeah, that's true.
Play the lottery tonight or something.
Oh,
All right.
if
So
playing slots, it'd be a jackpot, but yeah, you climb the ladder and you're trying to rip at it, shaking at the armature and just like
Hitting it with the point of the axe.
Yeah, you hit it with the axe and just like it's bouncing off, sparks rain down on the others below in the dark, and you're not making any progress on this.
Alright, so instead of that, I would like to use a Tinker Insight check, or a Intelligence check of Tinker Tools to see how the mechanism actually works. After I tell him to stop, flailing like a maniac.
I'm gonna go ahead and light up one of my torches and take a look around the room and see if there's any exits or anything.
All right.
I actually do get
go
advantage.
I'm just staying in the general vicinity of this little landing. Not gonna go down any pathways.
I rolled a 23.
23? Alright. You realize that this has, it is a mix of several different enchantments on this, and that it is part of a much larger, complex, enchantment that goes over the, basically as far as you can detect. It seems to be some sort of network, a sealing device of some kind using warding magic. Which explains why Balder wasn't really able to do much and why his axe was sparking off of it as he was hitting it. You also noticed that there was apparently a timer circuit built into it, an analog timer circuit, that when you opened it, that timer began. But you are able to trace that there is a, what seems to be some sort of linkage track that leads further deeper into the dark. And
Lovely.
that this might be the release mechanism for the device. Either that or some sort of control mechanism. You smell the telltale ozone snag of a salt-laced metal coming from it.
Yeah, this is not happening again in the future. As soon as I get some downtime, we're getting breaching charges.
I wanted to, before as he goes around, quite miffed about all this. He's going to look at the roots and such and see if to sort of keep his mind of it. Are there any sort of good edible roots and mushrooms here? Since they might be here for a while.
Give me a nature check.
Alright. Shit. That's a 10.
10? You are able to discern a few white-capped mushrooms that are, actually very edible. Not much for flavor, but definitely edible.
Hey, I love white capped mushrooms, so I'm gonna go. I just grab just to start to just take them off the roots and to keep myself busy while we wait.
At the same time, Starman, you will happen to notice a few of these mushrooms having medicinal qualities from your experience as a cleric in the temple.
Alright. Starman is going to pocket that.
Alright, roll me 1d8 for the both of you for how many that you can gather.
Wait, my fucking front door's open. One moment.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Dang. Well, it would seem that Balder is having a little bit of bad luck in this, as he is picking the mushrooms, seems to be grabbing just a great bounty of them. He realizes too late that one clump that smelled a little bit fishy, as he put it into his little bit where he was gathering the mushrooms, happened to be a toxic mushroom, a variety of death cap. And as you reach to stuff another mushroom into the pack, you rupture it. A puff of purple spores shooting out of the container that you are using to gather these mushrooms.
Ah, shit. It was probably just the tighter drags of the shirt that I torn up. And he will angrily just shout on authority, and I just hurl it at a wall.
The mushrooms splat and give kind of a wet thud as they fall further to the floor. It would seem that all of the spores are interacting with the other mushrooms, and you see them beginning to wither and blacken and liquefy as they just fizzle out. The spores settle, and you're no worse for wear. However, you notice that there is only one mushroom left from your bit of gathering.
Just sort of with heavy heart, he'll collect the said mushroom. Just put it in his pocket.
And Starman pats him on the shoulder, comforting.
But hey, I can still use it. All I need is some cream cheese and a bit of onions.
No, that's true. Well, you'll find cream cheese down here. God only knows, but you know, you never know. Oh my lord. Alright, so as for what Davian has been seeing, you guys find that it is a bit of a branch going out. Those shelves are in sort of almost a haphazard zigzagging pattern, and they reach all the way up to the ceiling. So this very much feels like it's gonna be a strange one. There is a path that leads to your right that loops around to the backside of the shelf, but is cut off by fallen debris. And there is another path to the left, which is a long corridor along which a bunch of shelves and sconces are.
Alright, so out of character, who has the highest investigation check?
That would probably be me, since
I
I'm an
have
intelligence-based character.
Amazing 0.
Well, you're not
Starman?
even here at the moment, so...
Wait, I am here.
No, he is. He's just looking around.
No. I didn't think he followed us down here.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
I
just
came right
went
after
down-
Starman.
Yeah.
What's Starman's investigation?
All
I
right.
have a respectable 3.
Say again?
He's got a 3, I've got a 5.
Alright.
All right.
Well, since we are going to go down a bit of a maze thing, the maze dungeon, I am handing Ryder's character a piece of chalk.
Okay. I already have chalk, but why are you handing me chalk?
Because if we're going to traverse through this, we're going to have to mark where we've been.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Well, I put the axe onto my back, draw the measure, and hold up the lantern, and well, it looks like we're gonna have to go deep into this bitch.
Not the first time. So, how are...
For some reason, a cold shiver rolls up Wymark's spine.
And this is the reason why I built my little friend here.
Okay, I'll take point.
All right.
Why don't we send the Iron Defender on point since it can't actually be surprised?
All right, fair enough. I was actually thinking of putting it in the back.
You know, come to think of it, it's like 4 days till Christmas.
No, it's not.
Alright. Iron Defender takes point. I'll be stay right behind it. Davian takes the back because something will crawl on the walls and get behind us. Some shit. I don't like this place at all. So you'll take the back. Yeah, either Mouse or Ryder, Rouse, or Starman, and Weimark. You choose which. Weimark would be directly in the middle or close to the back?
Well, I'm ranged combatant basically, so it doesn't really matter. I can do ranged or melee, to be honest. But I'm much more preferable at range.
Alright, you'll be directly in the middle. I'll defend you.
Okay, so what were you gonna say, Storm?
The Starman's better at melee.
Okay.
I mean, we're all melee. The only one ranged is the Ryder's character.
Well,
I'm technically 50-50.
yeah, I'm 50-50. I can do. I've got the modifier for both of them at +6 for melee and +6 for ranged. So.
I'm going to have to increase Starman's volume. Oh, you're at 37. There we go. Now I should probably hear it better. By the way, Weimark, which direction should I go? Or should we go?
There's 2 directions, correct?
Yeah. From what Davian already explored, the only direction that you guys have right now is to your left. The right way is a dead end. It loops around to the backside of the shelf that you're at.
Well, we're going left, and I'm going to have the Mecha Hoot holding the light our way. By the grace of Mecha Hoot, light the way.
Right,
But
so
if it is going to light the way forward, I'm going to pass my bullseye lantern to the backward, towards either Starman or Davian, so they can light our backsides.
Oh, I have a torch up right now.
Bullseye lantern is more focused, so it has a bit more range though in this smog of fungus spores.
And
That will give me the opportunity to put up the shield.
alright, so
Alright. So, as you guys make your way down town, walking fast.
Faces past.
go ahead and shoot whatever the fuck's down here.
You find that the shelves just keep going, and eventually there's a bit of a switchback that you find. You find it's got the end of the shelf and a bit more of crap fallen. It seems like these guys may have been a bit of hoarders, as it were. You see a gargantuan jumbo mushroom at the end of the way. A big purple one with little knobs all over it, and little ones fruiting off the base. You have a path leading to your left and a path leading to your right. The left path seems to be straighter and has a small alcove where that giant mushroom is at, and the right path seems to zigzag off into the darkness.
When you say it's a giant mushroom, but how big do you?
It's bigger than you.
Ooh! So there's a straight alcove, straight hallway, and an alcove. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I turn towards the. Do anybody know this breed of mushroom?
Do I look like someone who's taken botany? Even though wouldn't be in botany.
That kind of gives it away right there. Just saying. Give me a Starman has a 5 for nature. Nah, you have no idea. It's the only thing that pops into head. Eat this mushroom.
I know my eyes at it and pick my brain and cursing my lack of formal education.
I've got plenty of that, but
actually, you kind of like, thinking about it, you squint and you realize that you've seen at least some of this before. Like, as you tilt the light away and your eyes sort of adjust more in the dark, you notice that the mushroom is glowing faintly. And you realize that this might be a variety of mushroom from much deeper below ground. Some of the samples carried by what's their names? The returned ones, the ancient dwarven people. They on a few missions that you've been on, you have seen them eating a mushroom with similar flesh.
Wait, say again?
You have seen returned ones eating mushrooms that have a flesh that looks similar to this.
No, I actually want to try, think, because I forgot I had this skill. I'm going to guess there's a lot of gunk of like basically a layer of fungi and gunk on the floor, right?
Yeah, for the most part. It's the loamy soil. There's
Shit.
moss.
But with a 12, are there any tracks in it?
Any tracks? Actually, you find no tracks.
I'm not sure if that should worry me or make me happy. And we'll find out as we proceed forward.
But yeah, I would like to... do you want to go through the hallway or the alcove?
Well, the alcove is a dead end. It just has that big mushroom in it.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to continue down the hallway.
Alright.
Because I want this character to be a bit of a cook character, I want to go towards the mushroom, throw a knife, and cut a few, basically steak-sized off it, and see if I can do something with them later.
You are completely able to. It is quite fragrant. It's a little bit pungent-y, but in kind of like a good cheese way. The flesh is rubbery, but totally cuttable, and you are able to secure away. Roll me a D12 for a number of slices that you pull out. You just get one big ass one. You're like, oh, this cuts so, and then it just rips. So it's like, you got a nice big hunk. It's enough to probably feed 4 of you. So pack that away. As for the rest of you, the Iron Defender is moving forward, and let's see here. He runs into a dead end at the end of this hallway.
Why do you have to use dead end? But yeah.
Also, the as it comes to its stop, you hear a click.
Shit.
All right. Anyone with a...
Well, I'm right.
Nobody gets hit, so because no one has 6 AC, but an arrow shoots out of what seems to be a hidden pile of fungi against the wall, firing down the hallway and narrowly missing all of you and thudding into the giant mushroom at the other end. The arrow itself is about as round as an arm and about as long as such.
Lovely.
That's a thick arrow.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of a log.
Could probably grab that arrow and use it as a club.
Yeah, you probably could.
Wait. Can we see what fired it?
You can go and, if you want to give an investigation on it, yeah.
Of course.
Alright,
I'm gonna assist.
alright,
Alright,
give me a, what was it, a, investigation check?
okay. Your assistance is hopefully not needed.
Oh, roll
Yeah.
20.
You are able to find it, and, Starman accidentally sets it off again as another one flies out,
Oh, it's a repeating shot. Beautiful.
and it still doesn't hit anybody. But the other one just like Baldur is sitting there trying to tug the main one out, and just right next to him, just thud hits, sending out a little bit of a shake of spores.
Like, hey! Watch it!
But you are able to sit there and smooth away some of the wreckage and stuff that had fallen over, and peel back the mat of moss and mold that had grown over the area. And you see a dragon's head, very, very, plain to see dragon's head, with small gem eyes, and a small magazine underneath it where its neck should be. There are 3 other shots in the magazine, and it has a auto-loading, what seems to be a pull bow on the inside of it.
How big
Surprising
is
it
it?
works with the fucking gunk and fungi gunk and shit.
Yeah. It's very resilient, apparently. How big is it?
It's about, let's say a good 5 by 8. As far as like length, width, and it's about just up to your nose in height.
Well, we're taking this when we leave. It's getting mounted on the cart.
All
I don't care if people have to walk.
You will have
Actually, yeah, you go ahead, DM.
you'll have to disable it to be able to take it down.
Okay, well, I'll be taking 10 for that later.
Okay.
But for right now, I'm just going to unload it. Baldur, move!
How about before that,
Mhm.
just in case we can't take it back, just in case, take my knife and jimmy out the gems.
You are able to get 2 Jaspers.
That's fine. I'm going to turn this into a fun device. I have a plan for this.
Alright,
I'm concerned.
I put those in my pocket and I continue onward with Robo-Dog here. Robo-Dog Wonder here in front of me.
All
Not
right.
dog, panther. He's a steel panther.
Oh God.
Fair enough.
So
I made the jokes in session
yeah.
1, so...
it didn't click for me until now, but ¿cómo se dice? The mechanism you find out for firing it is just a pressure plate. It was just covered over by the
Gunk.
Yeah, the gunk and crap.
We get another beer.
All right. Woof woof. Biter, no! I'm sorry, Lee Chen is up. Biter, no! Your master's still in there! Do not pee on lock! It will not open!
Still appreciate the fact that currently Biter is marked with the sign of the Urukai in mud across his face.
Alright.
I also don't think that Waymark has actually removed the mustache that I gave him, the big twirly one.
Oh yeah, onward where? We were told this was a dead end.
Yeah, this was a dead end. You only have the one other way from the last juncture that you were at. So, returning there, you guys are still keeping the same marching order?
Yep.
All right.
There isn't not to.
The path itself becomes very, very winding as you double back and forth and back and start curling back towards that wall where you were at before. However, there is another spill of material that is blocking the way and grown over. And you are forced to double switch back, and you are confronted by another break in the path. One leading to your right, which fades off, and one zigzagging to your left.
Our glorious leader, straight or zigzag?
Well, might as well do the zigzag.
Alright. You guys continue on your winding trek. You find another of the gargantuan mushrooms, and in doing so, in this small alcove, you can peer a bit through the shelving, and it seems to be kind of a bit of a tenuous spot, but you can see light pouring from what seems to be some kind of central room or dais of some kind. There is a large chest dominating the center of the room, as well as what looks to be an immaculate carpet. Strangely enough, none of the mushrooms have grown into this area.
Mimic.
I take a stone out of my pack and chuck it out the chest and carpet.
Nothing happens. You hear a clatter of wood.
Does anybody have a spare dagger?
Also, in throwing it, you have destabilized some of the stuff above you. Roll a dex save.
Really?
Oh.
Oh,
No, the person who threw it. Mark, did you throw it?
yep, and I fail.
Your arm gets stuck. It sags closed and just a wet... It doesn't hurt you, but it feels gross.
Eh.
Can you get your arm free?
Give a strength check to be able to pull him through. Free.
Give me a second, I need a bottle opener.
Yeah. Yeah, with the help from Davian, Wymark is able to dislodge himself from the mass. A bit of a string of sludge and it seems to be like old, very, very rotted prayer beads are wrapped around his wrist and just kind of hanging loosely.
Oh, that was odd.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So yeah, I look at the chest of the then look at the party, look at the chest, look at the party, look at the chest.
You don't see the chest anymore.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the what was it? The when Wymark leaned through to throw the rock, it destabilized the shelf that you were throwing it through and caused it to just sag and close up the gap.
Oh, it was through a shelf that we.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you guys. The shelves are basically forming walls throughout this area.
How far are we away from it?
Roughly about 40-50 feet.
Balder, just clear our way through it. I don't care at this point. I ready in action if anything moves. I'm going to,
Well, I probably need to hack those away, so I put the shield and sword away, take out the axe again, look at the axe and I'm sorry, and begin to hack away the debris.
All right.
I'll promise you to clean you extra hard when we're done.
As you do so, you realize that some crap starts falling on you from up above. Give me a dexterity check.
Save or check?
Save in this case.
19!
You are able to jump out of the way as a huge glob of decaying matter just slams into the place where you were before.
How tall are the ceilings here?
The ceilings go up, apparently, from what you can tell, about 10, 11 feet
Huh.
from the floor.
So there was actually a slight decline.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like this whole place is domed upwards, from what you've observed as you've traveled.
Alright,
Alright, so I'm going to take Mage Hand and just start ripping stuff off the roof and having it fall to the ground.
hold on,
before
what
we
is the
move over
gunk
there.
doing?
Hmm?
What's the gunk doing when I put a quick step back with the axe raised?
It just kind of like thuds and
Yeah.
sits there.
Alright, so I'm going to start just ripping the gunk away before we get even there with Mage Hand.
It's gonna be a while, but yeah,
I
you
mean,
can grab
it's
handfuls.
Yeah, no, it's better than proactive. We've barely even done anything, and it's falling down on top of us. So I'm sure we're going to be able to
Well-
activate clumps of it with the Mage Hand.
All right.
Now knowing that there's some gunk shit on top of on top, I now more carefully begin to hack away the debris.
Well, it's the shelf itself that's what's falling.
Oh,
Yeah, you're hitting it and it's rotted all to hell, and so it's destabilizing, pieces of it are sloughing off and landing down on you.
Just push it over at this rate.
I don't want that shit all over me.
Okay,
I
I get
mean,
the iron defense.
Dude, get your big metal bastard through this.
All right.
Pan here is precious. He protects me.
So do I. That's what you're paying me for.
The Iron Defender takes a running jump at the shelving just to knock it over.
Give me a strength check.
Okay, strength check. My rolls are garbage.
All of our rolls are pretty garbage.
Yeah, you guys are not doing so hot today. As the Iron Defender sits there and tries to build up enough speed and leap at the wall, you hear a wet squish as the Iron Defender doesn't fall back down. It leapt up sideways and was going to push off with all four of its legs. And when it did so, its legs just squished right into the wall, and it is now stuck.
Well, I walk out to it, grab it by the exposed legs, and I begin to pull it out.
You pull it out, and
I can just the description of this area. I can just kind of imagine how it smells.
it just smells musty, like an old cave full of mushrooms.
Yeah, and
It's not as pungent, but it is very, very earthy.
But yeah, do you want me to roll a strength check for this, or?
For pulling out the thing, no, its legs were kind of pointy. That's why they kind of stuffed in. Starman is giving an incredulous look to all the other party members right now.
I'm just standing here, watching this happen. Can I take a look around and see if there might be
Davian and Starman. You could have helped.
Not paying attention? I'm just gonna walk around and see if there's another way into this area or another shelf that has a view.
Well, looks like somebody's going to get the burnt portion of my cooking.
The pathway just keeps going. As far as it go, as far as you can tell, Davian, it cuts back north away from where you guys are right now, and from what you can tell, there's another little alcove off to the side, and yeah, it just keeps zigzagging.
I'm going to inform the rest of the party of what I saw just up ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Does Weimar want to keep on powering through that gunk? We'll go through the zigzag.
Curiosity's biting me in the ass right now. I want to know what's in the chest.
Well, if you're paying for it.
Well,
I am paying for
have
it.
it do another charge at the gunk.
I'll give you advantage by helping you out.
You're gonna charge at the gunk too?
Yeah.
All right, both roll strength checks.
That's a save, not a check, but it doesn't matter.
-2, so 18.
18. All right. Baldur?
Oh no! I ain't fucking charging through the gunk.
Oh. All right. So, you.
I ain't risking that shit getting in my hair.
All right. You are able to start making headway through the overgrown, rotted out material. Go ahead and give me another dexterity check, or dexterity save, Davian. You have been buried under the falling material.
Hey,
Can I just keep trudging my way forward instead of going back?
No. You have basically like you went at it and you started like macheteing at the stuff, and you just happened to hit the wrong post that was soft, and it just like half of the shelf comes tumbling down on top of you.
Weimar, what's the chance that you can invent a high pressure hose?
Quite high, actually. I was already thinking about building something along those lines.
Also, it should
somebody's
be
getting
noticed,
imprisoned,
Davian, you cannot breathe.
Huh.
Alright. Baldur, pull him out.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull him out, and I take out the water skin and begin just squirting it over his face. I've now exhausted like 2 water skins.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's an infinite pool of water up above, so not too bad.
It's infinite?
Shit, I shouldn't have said that. Fuck!
I just thought it was just one single razor, but that's great. We can just draw a
But no,
bat.
when you were talking about it before, you were actually saying it's like the water was actually leaving the pool, and when somebody went and actually like pulled water out of it,
Yeah, it
it
refilled.
didn't go down. It just
Yeah.
filled back up. So you actually already said there was refilling.
I know, but I... Okay, infinite in quotation marks, okay? Anyways, yeah, you after some frantic digging and flailing on Davian's part, you are able to free your ranger. He looks like looks like Slimer's what was it, black cousin just decided to go ham on him.
Well, as I said, I used my water skin to begin to hose our black
Yeah.
companion.
Yeah, you
What were
you
you
can
saying,
clean up his
Mouse?
face. Yeah, Mouse, go on.
I think his clear codes do not want us have chest.
I don't care what gods want at this point in time. I want chest.
Also, I was like the only one that was smart and made sure to pull my hood up when we went down, so it's not in my hair.
Well, I have a helmet, which covers my entire face.
I'm gonna go for it again.
Okay, give me another check. At this point, it's getting very hard to hold footing at where you're chopping through. So, you're going to be making that at disadvantage.
21.
For reference, and I'm gonna put that in D&D text, this is basically what sort of helmet my character Boulder has.
Like classic Viking helmet?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, the
mail
bearded.
coif.
Yeah, with the cuff. Yeah, it's a migration era helmet.
All right, so you are able to hack further through. Give me another dexterity check.
Again.
Yeah, you're buried again.
Help. 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 Help.
I use the mage hand to start pulling debris away.
Does none of you have any sorts of other type of spell that can blow this thing apart?
I mean,
Jesus, how thick is this shit?
the walls themselves are roughly about 5 foot thick. Remember, the wall was able to contain that entire mechanism before, the dragon that shot arrows.
Jesus.
These are big shelves.
Keep going, and let's pull him out, I guess. I'm not helping.
Reminder
You
of
have
next
noodle
time.
arms! Noodles!
Finish, though.
Reminder of next time, bring a goddamn spade.
Wait, let me actually check my inventory.
This whole time I had a fucking
If
shovel.
you had a fucking shovel all this time, I'm going to Death Corpse or Craig on your ass.
I have no actual shovel.
Well, you know what? I need to.
What I do
improvise
have, though, is a
some-
shield, so that I'm not using.
Oh, I'll take that shield and I'll use it as a.
as a scoop. Yeah, just you're able to use it to slop and pull Davian back out. He's back out and he's starting to grow mushrooms over his cloak.
Oh, these things grow very quickly. Quite fascinating. Don't really care, though.
Is he
Okay.
growing edible mushrooms?
You'll have to give it a nature check.
Hey!
And natural 20 minus
They-
1.
Yeah. They are distinctly not fucking edible. You actually know what kind of mushrooms these are. These are underworld mushrooms, and one thing that underworld mushrooms are known for is that
Poison.
rapid it being toxic, rapid growth, and being able to grow on just about anything.
Keep them. We'll find a use for them.
Well, we could just probably scoop up a shit ton of them on your shield.
We'll just grab some on the way out, most likely.
Hold on,
You have Baldur. You have realized that's what the shelves are infested with,
Huh.
and you've also noticed something else.
What?
Has that wall always been that thick?
Oh no. It's growing way faster now, isn't it?
From the hole that you had knocked from before,
Yeah.
It's been filling itself back in.
Well, good thing we have the shield now, so we can actually just start shoveling this at a much faster rate. But this is bad.
Let's leave it for now. I don't care at this point. But I am fascinated by this. But we have more pressing matters.
I hand the Weimar back the gunk-covered shield.
No, you can keep it for now. We're probably going to need it. If this is any indication of what's going to happen here. I'll give you covering fire.
Does the gun kind of act like glue?
I mean, as well as any slime mold would.
Alright, I slap it on the back of the Iron Defender.
Hey!
Hey, I'm adding to its AC! So if something shoots it in the back...
What is AC?
I'm adding to its armor.
So it's
Alright, time to go to through the zigzag route.
the zigzag route. As you guys walk, is a little bit clearer. Thankfully, it a lot less precarious, and as you move out
hold on,
radially,
sorry, I'm going to interrupt. Due to the dampness of the shit and whatever, we could have actually tried burning our way through the wall.
Yeah, I thought about that, but it's like, nah. I even have acid arrows I guess I could use.
I'm actually, before we take off...
You had acid all this time?
I can't... Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to take one of the other torches that I have out of my pack, light it, and stick it in front of the hole, kind of leaning closer to the wall.
Okay.
Just to mark it with the light.
Okay. So you mark it with a torch right there. As you guys move further out radially from that central area, you notice that there is how do you call it? It is less and less as infested as you get further north along the zigzag. Like, it's getting back to around the levels that it was when you guys first entered. You soon come to a, come to another fork in the pathway. And it is two zigzags. One to the right of you and one to the left of you.
If we through the other's intersection, was the way to the treasure chest to the right or the left?
The way to the treasure chest is, Davian would be the one to know because he can't get lost. But Davian, you will know that the treasure chest is an area to the left.
So if we go to the left side of this area, we could go around and actually find the actual way towards the chest.
Fine. I'm completely okay with this at the current time.
By the way, if we go to the left, it'll take us in the direction of that chest that we were just at.
That is what I was exactly saying.
Yeah, he's saying it in character. Okay. Well, we have a plan.
We head to the left, and I'm getting another beer.
Jesus.
So, as you guys progress down the left-hand path, you find another alcove, and what is ostensibly the source of what seems to be the outbreak here. You see the, well, not so pretty remains of a monk sitting cross-legged in the alcove, with the fruiting bodies of the mushrooms growing out from his corpse into the walls behind him.
Wait, corpse?
Yeah, we found a dead monk.
There is a book laid at his feet.
What's its condition?
The book seems to have a circle around it of no rot or anything, but the book itself looks very, very old.
Alright, Ryder, before you consider grabbing that, does anybody have a sack?
I was just gonna have the Iron Defender do it since the Iron Defender can't be affected by poison. So
No, it was not that. I was thinking like we don't. If we go to the actual book, we might it might start to get infected by mold once it's out of the circle.
let's see. I should have a sack.
What'd I miss?
Trying to decide on what we want to do with this book.
Actually, while you guys are thinking on that, I will be right back.
Hey, I missed everything from, there was a body sitting cross-legged with mushrooms.
There's a book in front of it with a seemingly magical circle that is protecting it from the rot. Too bad we don't have our fucking Dragonborn with us.
Yeah, well.
Unless this monk was so considered to write it in common. You see, foreigners are inconsiderate that way.
I still haven't actually updated my languages on here because I've got like 4 languages, but they're all in standard D&D tech format.
Yeah, I am glad that even though it got crushed twice, I didn't take damage.
Yeah, that's lucky. Death by bookshelf.
Once we start getting some downtime, you should start making acid. Oh shit, some shit. You never know when a vial of acid will come in handy.
Pours acid on weapon to add acid damage. Weapon melts.
I mean, I can already just do acid damage on my weapons with arcane weapons, so.
Well, that's you. What about the rest of us? I mean, I wouldn't mind having an acid katana.
I have everything weapon. So.
But I don't want, like, a acidic acid. Like, I just want, like, straight, like, acid. I want to cut people and have them, like, see the universe.
Mm.
I
Make
am
a
back.
wisdom saving throw.
Going bubbles all in my brain.
So, what was decided?
We didn't decide on anything. I was talking about making a katana that has acid lining, so that when I cut people, they hallucinate.
Technically, that would count as poison. And you could probably do that. And what was that?
Weimar want to do?
Well, Mark's
Well.
in charge, so...
Mark.
Alright. Get the book, shove it into my sack. But first things first, let's see if there's... Let's use the Iron Defender to activate it. The Iron Defender goes and retrieves the book. Does anything happen?
You feel a strange sort of ripple through the floor, but that's about it, strangely enough.
Alright. And
Poke
at
the
this
dead
point...
body.
No, give me a moment. Once the book gets close to me, I want to use Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
And...
You're using the ritual kit that you guys pulled off from before, or...?
No, I just have Detect Magic.
Oh.
That's one of the things artificers get
Innately?
innately, yeah. So, Detect Magic, Ritual, everything within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Book, I'm going to presume is magical.
The book is not magical, actually.
Circle on the ground magical.
The circle on the ground seems to be consecrated ground. The monk, from what you can discern, seems to have consecrated that area before sitting down and allowing what all of this is to happen.
Alright. Open the book. Is it in...
It is dusty, and it is in, fragile condition. Inside, it is written in a script that you are unfamiliar with.
Click, you put it in your pack.
I put it in my pack for now. We'll have to deal with this later.
Can I just
Now I
look at the text?
Oh, yeah. Don't you speak like a dozen languages?
No. But I do have a offshoot of Dragoi.
Okay. Is it anything in Dragoi?
The symbols, as Davian pores over them, do actually share some phonetic structure, so it is related to Dragoi.
Alright, next level. I'm grabbing fucking comprehend language at this rate. I'm tired of this.
Yep.
I mean, technically you guys were supposed to have a linguist before.
Yeah, I know, but shit happens.
Yeah, you're a mechanical engineering's professor, not not the archaeology professor. You were brought in for fixing the diggers.
Yeah, I was brought in for fixing the diggers and blowing shit up. That's my job.
Now, armed with my sword and shield, I poke the body with the tip of the shield.
The body does not move. It kind of squishes.
I have a terrible idea for you.
What?
You should take the skull and give it to Li Shen.
No,
That's
I am
not-
not. I only do accidental sacrilege.
Somewhere,
However, does it...
somewhere off in the distance, Li Chen is sitting there sipping tea, and his fist just sort of vibrates, and the teacup explodes. He looks confusedly at it. It just... Somewhere in the distance, he has a feeling that there's something off, that he
There's
must
a
punch.
disturbance.
However, is there something on the actual body? Like, I want to investigate it.
Give me an investigation check.
I'm like actually looking for holy symbol and shit.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
God damn it!
Well, it wasn't a natural one.
Yeah. You can't really like discern what is and what isn't part of the mass growing out from the sky. It's pretty ubiquitous, and as it goes, it's like it was a monk. You can definitely tell it was a monk at one point. It has the faded colors of the same guys upstairs.
Alright, I resume my position in the order.
Alright. Okay. From around the corner, as you guys begin to move again, you are faced with another junction. There is straight ahead. It should lead. It leads to the thickest walls of the mass. And there is a path to the right which leads away.
Wait, does it? Did I hear right? There should be a path on the left.
Let me I'll doodle it on the map so you can see. So, scroll down near the bottom. Freehand. There we go. So, this is where you guys are coming in at. Here's the little junction point. There's a path leading this way, and a path leading like this. And in this generalized area is towards where the the central area was at.
You mean the chest?
Yeah.
All right. And is that one was covered in gunk, like the actual pathway that we're looking at now?
No, the gunk is along the wall, like the wall that you were trying to chop through.
Oh yeah,
to get through.
It actually got clearer when we went the other way.
Yeah, when going outwards like
So I
that,
see
it
the
gets
light.
clearer. Yeah, you can see a bit of the light.
Does it look like natural light?
No.
What's the color of the light?
It is warm colored. It is like candlelight. When you guys were peeking through before, you did see that there was a thing of candles in the area. And yes, they were lit.
That is weird.
I mean,
Wait, how long does detect magic last? 1 second.
10 minutes.
Detect magic lasts for 10 minutes. So I should technically still have it up and running. Do I pick anything up as we move?
as you are moving,
Yeah,
you
it
get
lasts
a
for
little
10
bit.
minutes.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a spidey sense tingle. Yeah.
What is the school?
The school. You detect schools of illusion, you detect schools of transmutation, and you detect schools of evocation.
Not good, and really not good. Got it. I relay this information to the party member. There's definitely some forms of magic up ahead. Proceed with caution.
I turn towards the Iron Defender and I'm like, looks like you're going to have to do a bit of a job there, boy.
Balder, you take point.
As far as you can tell, that main path that you guys were going, that you see that continues onwards, is completely straight, and it's going due south.
Do we see the carpet in this way?
No, you do not see carpet.
Well, let me check something. No, don't eat my blueberries. Well, I take out the sling bullet, take out the sling, and I basically just chuck it at the chest.
You can't see the chest.
Oh, you can't see the chest?
Yeah, you can't see the chest.
What can I see in this side?
From where you're at, you only just get like a little bit of the light peeking through at different gaps.
Let's just proceed for now.
Yeah, I'm still going to chuck a bullet in there.
Okay, you at the little gap, you chuck a rock at it and it gets stuck. There's no longer light pouring out of that gap.
Wait, I thought this was like an opening, right?
No. Let me try and like re-illustrate it. Like move. Okay. Freehand. So pathway leading that. Here's the monk. It's like that, and then you have a pathway leading like that, and a pathway leading like that. zigzags off like that.
Let's just keep heading straight.
And that is where the room is at.
Yeah. I just want to get out of here at this point. Come back and, take everything from here methodically.
Just strip the fuck out of it.
Apparently, the wall, the gunk wall on this side doesn't seem as thick. If we use a bit of fire and let's use the shield, and we could probably shovel our way through.
Baldur, give me an intelligence check. I know, but miracles can happen.
Hey, 16.
Yeah, and apparently a miracle did happen. You recall about with the whole knowledge of what you have about that fast-growing mushroom. You know that the way that the guys that you had worked with in the past was able to handle this crap was needing to use some kind of acid.
Acid.
I relay that to the group.
Oh, I only have one
when I was
fucking
doing this,
spell slot left. Oh.
When I was dealing with a bandage in this here territory, the dwarf companions I had at the time told me about the sorts of underground cave system and these sorts of type of mushroom. You're going to need some bit of acid for it.
All right. I only have one spell slot left, so let's get it over with. I use Wait, I had arcane weapon on from earlier. How long have we been down here?
At this point, it's been maybe about real time. Hour, 2 hours. Or no, it's a little longer. About 3 hours. 2-3 hours.
Mwah.
Okay, so I don't have arcane weapon still active. I don't have 3rd level spell slots yet.
I mean, you guys, there's nothing stopping you from taking a short rest.
Well, short rest won't give me my spell slots back, so doesn't really matter.
I'm going to walk over to Wymark and hand him one of my vials of red salts.
That will be quite useful here in a bit. So, I charge my heavy crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Baldur, come here.
Yes?
Let me see your axe.
I put away the shield and the sword, and I pick up the axe, whose path is probably a little bit gunked up now.
Alright, so, actually, would you rather use that or my hand axe for what we're about to do?
Well, this is my axe. If we're going to do anything, we're going to use this.
I reach out and touch his axe. The axe has acid damage for 1 hour. 1d6 acid damage.
As you wave your hands over the gunked metal of the axe, there is a reverberating green glow that encapsulates the weapon. As suddenly it seems to weep and drip this thick, viscous liquid that hisses. The blackened slime of the mold from before in the fungi just seems to fizzle and melt away in the presence of this slime.
Have fun. It's time to get through this shit.
Alright, I go up to the wall. And then I begin to do a bit of exercise stretches. Crack a few bones. Raise the axe, and now I'm just starting to just hack at it as if I'm hacking away through wheat.
Yeah, it cleaves so easily now. I mean, it cleaved easily before, it was soft, but you notice after every swing there is a residual, like, fizzling, melting portion of it down below. Now, you have two options here. You can because it very quickly becomes apparent that you can destabilize all of this, and you can cause stacks to fall from behind you and forward. Now you can choose to go more slowly at this, and it will take a while to do so. And be careful about the way that you hack through, or you can be a little bit more reckless and try and get through it as fast as you can, and just sort of hope that the dice gods smile upon you.
Alright, hold on, I'm going to do something. This is just a roll for my little benefit.
Mhm.
I'm hacking way through carelessly.
Alright, let's see. What do the dice gods say? The dice gods smile. You are able to carve your way through the material. Cutting it through, there is a kind of a gross slurry that is draining out into the pathway from which the others are standing as you carve your way through the like basically a 5-foot tunnel through the rot. And it just happens to be that the shelf that this was, sort of going above is still well enough together, at least at this point, that it is able to to hold up the crap above from falling. There's a bit of a drip. There is distinctly a drip coming down, and it does not look like the most stable of things. But soon you feel the material give way underneath the swing of your final axe throw, and you go tumbling forward into the pile of mush as you are now on the other side, and what is almost blinding candlelight pours through the hole and into the hall where the others are standing.
I'm through the wall. What do I see? After I get up and lamented my now red gambits and exposed gambits and mail now covered in viscous skunk.
Yeah.
Well, too bad no one here has prestidigitation.
Standing before you is 5 fully grown adult black dragons.
Oh, it's not that bad. Just a large
That's
extra hilarious since I'm actually playing as a pale blonde.
So, you guys see as you come in that there is a large central dais. With it is very ornate. Seems to be hand carved of some kind of wood. There is no rot to speak of in this area. You notice that there are like some sort of strange geometric design to the stonework outside of the dais, and at the top there are 3 chests on a a large pretty carpet. Seems to be some kind of woven carpet of the sort. To the dead south of where you have broken through, there is actually a pathway that is coming from out of the maze-like structure of the shelves and such.
Well, I stand up from where I fell, and look back at my little handiwork of a tunnel.
Oh, and along the walls, there are large piles of candles. It looks like someone has been making sure to keep them lit, and that they are and just like restocked for a long time. It's like mounds of wax about as high as your chest.
Well, that means, and somebody has been doing this at the very least in the past 24 hours. That's disturbing. But yeah, I just stand up and I call towards my other party member to get over here.
Can you not made such a mess of this place? Oh, whatever.
Go ahead and make my way through the hole.
And when they start to get in, I'm going to fish out another sling bullet, but I don't take out my sling.
All right. Also, there is you should step quickly with the tunnel. It seems to be shuddering a bit.
Walking. Yes, Mouse, we're walking straight into a trap, and I know it, but that's exactly what my character would do.
Yeah, I have a 10 for intelligence, so that's this is
So
just.
just means you're average.
Yeah, it does mean.
Well, if
you're average.
anything, people keep thinking that even having 9 intelligence means that you're a fucking town village idiot.
Yeah, it's not.
If
Average peasant, like a fully functioning normal peasant with all their mental faculties, is an 8. So yeah, you're fairly intelligent at that.
Yeah, the only
time.
reason why my character has an 9 intelligence, lack of formal education.
Yeah.
And if you mention
no.
it, he's going to punch you in the face.
No. My character's just innately curious, so.
Also, you guys have no idea if this is a trap.
Of course. Of course it's not a trap.
You
what-
seem to get in trouble trying to get it, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to be worth whatever trouble it is to get
So-
it now.
If I read this correctly, so this was the area which we tried to dig our way through first.
Yeah, this is where you were trying to dig through to here.
This is the path. There's seemingly a hallway there,
Yeah.
and this is where the chests are. The dais.
No.
Oh, it's like in the middle.
Yeah, the dais is in the middle. Like the exact middle of this.
All
area.
around this area are lit candles.
Yeah. All along the walls there are lit candles.
What is on the
This is the tunnel that you guys did.
yeah? What is on the eastern wall?
The eastern wall?
Yes.
Nothing. It is more of the same. The eastern wall is just the candles and such.
Right.
Like the room is oddly symmetric. It has like you notice now that you're in the center of it that zigzaggy pattern of things that you had encountered before. This seems to be kind of like a central portion of it. It's almost like a honeycomb that got knocked out.
So we are currently potentially right in the center of the maze.
Yep.
Progress. Shortcut.
And where were the chests? Are they actually in that center dais?
Middle.
Yeah, they're in the center dais. There is
Who wants to
designs
volunteer to go
and-
check them?
Say again.
Who wants to volunteer to go check them?
I throw a bullet at it.
Again, you throw it at it and it claps off the side.
I throw one at I throw two.
Or
two
rather,
more at
which
each chest.
one are you throwing
Middle
at?
one.
'Cause Here, I'm going to do out the design of such. Then like a triangle pattern, and you have the rug underneath at the center.
Alright, then it was the one closest to us, which is the bottom right.
All right.
No,
So-
bottom left.
I was about to say, it's like, this one? I was like, okay, this one. Yeah, it just clatters off.
And now actually take out 2 extra bullets and throw it at them, the other ones.
They do the same.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to cast Detect Magic again through Ritual Casting.
Okay.
While he does that, I'm gonna take a sip of water from my other water skins. Well, you know.
Do I pick up any kind of magic? It's the same bit? Is it?
Let's see here. For magic, it's the same magic that you were detecting from before.
Do I see the auras around anything? I should.
You should detect the which aura is what school.
Yeah. Well, I said what the auras were before: evocation, illusion, and transmutation.
Really bad, bad, and bad. I know.
Yeah.
Actually, transmutation is very bad, bad, and worse.
By the way, give me an investigation check.
Just him or all of us?
Jesus Christ. Could roll
Yeah.
above a 10 today, that'd be great.
It seems that the spores are kind of like, you know, that they've been making your eyes itch. Like, feels like you got really bad allergies, and you just aren't able to sort of like sort the threads. Well, I mean, interesting. Ryder, you are able to maintain the fact that there is magic going on here. However, with your aid, Baldur is able to discern that, well, there's like these slots that go around the outside of the dais. Yeah, there's apparently a set of hidden guillotines in the ceiling, obscured by illusions.
Fun. Before we do this, though, before we give me like 3 minutes, gotta drop the kids off at the pool.
Oh, Lord. But yeah. At least you know where the transmutation and the illusion spells are coming from.
Yeah? Now I just gotta figure out where the fucking evocation went. Next thing I'm doing is I'm buying a fucking pair of goggles. Actually, wait, I think my character's already wearing goggles. It doesn't matter.
I mean, even if you're wearing goggles during allergy season, if you have allergies, you'll still get sneezing and your eyes watering. So, how's everyone enjoying the session today and our viewership?
I think we have a new person here. Experiment.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Refilling my soda pop.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna grab some tea while Baldur's out.
Fuck. My ice melted. Damn it! I hate when that happens. Also, I probably should finally put some music on again, because, like, the the stuff that I had for you guys is long since over. There we go. Also, I'm sorry that this dungeon happened to be a little bit more frustrating. I didn't think it was going to be this bad.
Back.
Welcome back. Now we're waiting on Josh.
I'm here.
Oh, never mind. All right, so everyone back?
Yep. So the illusion
Yes.
magic are hiding the traps.
Yes. Up near the top of the ceiling, that's where you have the telltale ripple of the illusion spell cast. You have not been able to track down the source of the evocation magic that you have been detecting, but...
Fuck, I need to put my phone on the charger. 1 second.
God damn it!
No, I can still hear you.
Okay.
So if I'm going to guess this right, so there's a guillotine for each chest.
No. The guillotines are in a, what was it? A set of concentric circles going up the dais.
It would be great to see an illustration of that.
Yeah, let me try and see what I can do.
While they're doing that, can I try something?
Yeah.
Depends.
I am going to take like a piece of the ration that I have, which I normally keep dried jerky,
Uh-huh.
and take a piece of the ration and kind of heat it up a little bit with the
Torch.
torch. And I'm going to toss it inside of the circle and see if something happens. Yeah, warm flesh.
Alright. Let me... Whoa, whoops. Object tokens. And...
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's like that, and it goes inwards, and then you have what's it? It's stairs that come up to the central dais with the chests.
Hey Gator,
Yeah.
can you bring up the map for everybody to see for the stream?
Oh, right. Well,
I mean, the background looks cool, but
well, the
they kind of
problem.
want to see the.
Yeah, let me pull it up. I've got to move around the stuff here. Because I have my my other pages and things open that you guys are not supposed to be able to see, and I noticed we had last time it was like accidentally seeing the stuff that was going on. So I haven't drawn the other stuff on it, so let me... Roll 20.
Yep. So the innermost circle is the dais. The next circle is the edge of the stairs, the bottom edge, and then there is the other edge, which illustrate where the fucking guillotines are.
It's like there are guillotines moving up the stairs area. The very center of the dais is where it's safe. The rest of the dais goes around like that out there. Out there.
Up there.
There. I can't talk for shit today. I blame I blame the 4 hours of sleep. There you go. Oh wait, that's gonna trigger the shit out of Goblin.
Cool, my package is shipped.
Okay. So, oh, you played the Neverwinter equivalent. I mean, that is basically D&D right there, Experiment.
It's 3.5.
Yeah. Well, I'll refrain from giving my opinions on 3.5.
Anywho, so about this trap.
Yes.
So yeah, throwing
Did the bacon
simple
do anything?
bullet in there was not enough to trigger the trap.
The
No,
warm
pressure
bacon.
plates.
Okay, where exactly are you, like, you're just haphazardly tossing the bacon in?
Not towards the chest, just like about a good 5 to 10 feet in front of where I'm standing. just like little slips of bacon, like about 5 to 10 feet ahead in a straight line towards the center dais, the very center.
Show me where you're standing on the board.
Eh,
We should all
eh,
technically be
right about there.
All right.
No.
So, as you
Yeah,
huck
we
it,
should all be like here.
yeah. All right, so you huck in that piece of meat, and it lands like right here, and it doesn't seem to have anything happen. However, from what Baldur found from before, the trigger mechanism is on the floor.
Hold on. So this is about 10 feet in length. Not even 10 feet.
It's
It's almost 10 feet. Yeah.
it's not accurate to actual scale. It's bigger.
Shit.
How much bigger would you say this is?
At least 5 times bigger. So this is a large area here.
So it's about 50 feet of these guillotines.
Hold on, let me check.
I
my
said there were
movie
large
a bit.
guillotines in the ceiling. The thing is that it's all like coming up to the point where the with the stairs are at. You can see that there is a complex pattern in the floor. Would you like to try and disable the mechanisms? For the trigger
That would
mechanisms?
be lovely.
Alright, give me a, let's see here. Give me a dexterity, dexterity check for such, or whatever mechanical equivalent.
Wouldn't that be like a Thieves' Tools check?
Yeah,
Or
Thieves'
Tinker's
Tools.
Tools?
Yeah, Thieves, Tinker's Tools. I'll accept dexterity on this.
Okay. Let's... I have the same modifier for both, so it doesn't really matter. 21.
Alright,
Oh, well, smithing tools I did by accident, but it's the same modifier.
alright.
I'm expertise in all of them, so... Yeah.
Ryder, you are able to disable the one that you are working on. You feel like a tension release as you thumb the what is apparently a hidden string wrapped between 2 obscured posts. It's really, really hard to find. It's like just off the floor. It's tiny. By sitting there and getting a little bit of wire out of your smith's tools, you're able to sit there and re-wrap it around the 2 tension grabs and hold it in place while like sort of hammering in a little spike into the slot on both sides, and it holds through. It still holds its tension. Nothing has done. However, for Baldur, he's doing his best with it. He, after seeing what
A
Ryder
for
was-
effort.
A for effort. He is able to sit there and find on the one that he's working on next to where Ryder is at, and he doesn't look at Ryder's homework at all. But he ends up finding it, and while picking out a pocket knife, he snips it, and all of a sudden, up above, you hear a huge clunk and whoosh. The guillotine rolls. That is 22 to hit.
Yeah. Ow!
Yeah, a little bit.
Even if I had my shield?
You only take You'll only take 7 damage from it.
Oh, only.
Yeah, but it does knock you across the fucking room.
Important question here. So it really fast down. How fast up?
Apparently, like, give me a perception. See if you notice it while you're sailing through the air.
I would have noticed it while sitting there looking at it.
You didn't see shit!
He didn't. What about me? I noticed as I was sitting there looking at basically the device.
Yeah, you go ahead and give it a perception too to sort of like gauge the speed.
23. Nat 20.
Yeah, you not only did you gauge it, but you do you have a pocket watch or some sort of timekeeping device?
Actually, I do.
Yeah, you use that to sort of actually get the proper timing of the
You
mechanism
just
down.
waited for me to fail.
Thank you for the experiment. That was quite enlightening.
So as it goes, you are able to disarm one trap, and the other one is triggered, and it appears to be going at a interval now that it's triggered. It is invisible. The only thing that you can tell, for those of you who do not have a magic sense to be able to, or true sight to be able to see through the illusion magic obscuring it, is the sound of the gears whirring and the whoosh of the air as it comes through.
Important thing. I'm going to ask if a rider heard a certain sound. Did he hear the rattle of chains?
Actually, yes.
Alright. So there is no. So only thing we have to do is methodically disable the traps through and make a pathway.
Actually,
Yes.
your axe still has acid damage on it.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So, I want to do something. I'm going to get Davian. How many torches do we have left?
I have 9.
Thank you. Throw one right. I'm at the edge of the dais after I get up, and I'm ready the axe. Throw a torch right in front of me.
Okay.
I just use Mage Hand.
No, or that.
As you chuck the torch, it lands on apparently one of the
As soon as I hear the clang of it landing,
uh-huh.
I swing my axe horizontally.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. All right, give me a strength check.
Not attack rolls.
No.
That's an 11.
As you swing, and as that whoosh comes, you are launched across the room again. It does not hit you. It does not hit you. But there was the telltale metallic metal-on-metal clang as the thing hurls you away.
Jesus, what the fuck?
From the shimmer of what what Weimar is seeing, Baltic Tide. Aww. What he sees is roughly a guillotine, something about the size and dimensions of what you see in what was it? Sen's Temple in Dark Souls. So the blades are larger than your body.
Oh.
Okay. Why don't we try this again? Why don't you aim for the chains and not the guillotine itself?
Dude, I can't see yet. But fine, I'll aim higher. Do this again.
This is funny.
I do have a question
Yeah.
to the DM.
Yeah.
For that one piece of trap, would you say that actually gave us like a 5-foot space to move forward?
For the one that you disabled?
Yes.
Yes, actually.
And,
So that means I just.
Can I actually ask
disarm.
them to point me out, like point it out to me?
Oh, it's obvious. You see the copper from where he sat there and wrapped the wires.
So I mean, like it's pretty much safe to like step on and jump off of, right?
Hey, I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
to. I'm doing the trap disabling.
Give me just
my
1 second.
way.
You can do your trap disabling still.
Well,
I'm getting tired of waiting a little bit.
you'll have to duck to avoid the arc of the one next to it that Boulder set off. But for that portion of the concentric rings, it is disabled. That portion.
So I mean, the guillotine is still like, is it going still? Like, do we still hear the whooshing noise? Is it still like...
Once they're triggered, they keep going.
I mean, I could just disable an entire line of them. That means I just have to disable 19 more of them.
Not 19 more. It is it's 3 concentric three concentric rings of guillotines.
Oh, so I need to disable 2 more.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
The way I'm doing it might be faster. Also, you can actually see what sort of metal this guillotine is made out of.
That would be interesting. So, you're trying to I'm guessing you're imagining that the guillotine is hanging from a chain and swinging?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I've been able to get a clear look at it. Is it being pulled by a chain? How is it dropping down? Or is it just a gigantic chunk of metal falling from the ceiling then getting pulled back up?
It is actually, let me see if I can do the, thing. So, here's the floor. Here's the ceiling assembly, with all the gears and things like that, the chains coming like that, and the guillotine itself, like that.
Oh
And,
no, that's not a guillotine, that's a pendulum.
close enough.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not going to be able to cut that. So let me just sit there and, disable this thing at this point.
I don't know, I might have hit blade first, so if I go a bit higher, I might actually hit whatever's hanging around.
You hit this right here. That's why you went plang. It went flying.
Try more and more because I want to break this shit.
Yeah, are you doing the same one? Because it's in the same place. It's just going back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had the wrong name on it.
Wait.
Yeah.
So when it's activated, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
So we can actually hear the whoosh,
Yeah.
whoosh, whoosh.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm guessing I can feel the air if it's going fast enough to fucking bisect the guy. I'm just going to wait for one of the whoosh that a whoosh, and then I'm going to then swing the opposite side so it would meet.
Well, that's what you did. Yeah, that's where you did it the last time.
Yeah.
Like, if you're trying to cut through the fucking blade again,
No,
yeah.
no, I am aiming much higher.
Okay.
Now that I know it's a pendulum blade,
Sorry.
don't worry. Hey, it's still funny.
Yeah. I mean, at least it didn't get you that time. So. Also, you lucked out on the damage. I'll tell you that. For swinging higher this time, give me another strength check.
Alright. Hey, 21!
There is a momentary flicker as you lean up and you somehow time this right. you swing your axe and you come into contact with what feels to be like some kind of hard material of something, and you hear a crack and a twang as suddenly the mechanism and all of that starts to shimmer into view for you, and you see a tremendous blade go flying across the room. Others, give me dexterity saves.
What?
Well,
I'm standing behind him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if
we
he's
are
actually
going
like
by, so this
up
blade
there.
would be going this way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know
Or
whether you...
this way,
Yeah.
whichever you decide, this way or this way.
It's going down towards the south, but I thought that that others were just sort of milling about or going around.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they would be quite frightened when a fucking 60 kilograms of bladed iron was going to fly by and just bam into a wall.
Well,
That takes care of one.
It bounces and bounds and sets off about 2 more, which start going, and it embeds itself deeply in the mushroom wall.
Well, we don't really have to worry about those. So, do this 2 more times?
I think we're gonna have to do it one more time.
No, there were 3, remember?
I already disabled one.
Yeah, you just have to do 2 more times if you keep following up that line.
Alright, I'm pretty sure the
Well,
the acid axe way is going to be much faster. So, may chant that to trap, and I'm going to wait for the whoosh and do it 2 more times.
we'll see if you can do it.
Alright,
Alright.
strength check, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Come on. Yep, I hit.
That for that 20.
Clang, 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 clang. You are just basically marching forward and just hacking these as these blades go tumbling and hitting into the walls, setting off others.
Double that 20!
Jesus fucking Christ.
Not
Like,
only
you didn't have to break stride as you did this.
You want me to do the last one?
No. He passed through it. The only thing is that the rest of you have to duck to cross through.
Cool. Oh,
Do you want to examine the blade before we try to trap on
sure.
next circle is like?
I'm going to walk over to the blade and do
While
a
he says that,
smithing,
I'm gonna get another beer.
Alright.
a smithing intelligence check. So-
Okay.
And fucking that failed.
This is a metal that you have not encountered before.
I'll study it later with a take 10
Okay.
on our way.
Yeah. You'll have
Actually,
plenty
you
of-
know what? That's what I'm going to do while they investigate the chest. I'm going to do a take 10 on it.
Alright.
So that'd make it a 17.
Starman doesn't cross through, feeling like he outgrew this sort of nonsense decades ago.
I'm gonna wait on the safe
Trap
side of the
disablement,
area,
the fighter style.
and I'm just gonna watch Balder walk over to the chest and see if he finds anything.
Oh no!
You're the
I'm
one that walked over there already.
Decides to check out the last circle because I might have below average intelligence. Doesn't mean I'm fucking retarded.
Boulder, I'm doing a smithing check on this right now. Would you please take care of that?
Oh yeah, I can actually help. I can actually help with the blade. Sorry.
Well, I'm taking 10 right now with a 17, so I should be fine.
So, well, who's checking the center dais?
Hold on, before we enter the steps, is it like a solid step or brick?
They are brick, and they are in a jagged, uneven pattern.
Where the hell do they keep getting
How high?
freaking clay from?
How high are they?
How
high
high?
is it?
It is.
God damn it! I'm not dead again. Who keeps trying that?
Damn it. Cálmate, Davian. The stairway is roughly about a good 40 feet.
Ooh,
It's
that means it's pretty. 40
it's
feet. How deep are we?
that's kind of the strange thing about this.
All right, I'm going to roll fucking history to see if I remember fucking some massive fucking incline during our trip. It was a 12.
You guys didn't cross any inclines or anything during your
Or
trip.
declines.
Or no. You there wasn't a decline in the area.
All right.
I mean,
So while they're sitting there bickering about what's going on over there, do I find anything with the take 10?
with the take 10, for the metallurgy of it, it is old draconian steel.
Oh,
So
lovely.
this stuff is good metal. It's really good metal. It's from before the Night of Falling Stars. Good.
Well, we know something else we're dragging out of here later. Got it.
So,
It's
I would
not
like
exactly
to-
rare, but it's just good metal.
Well, I have a plan for a set of armor with this. A very large set of armor.
Okay then.
Just imagine a pendulum-bladed, like, spinning death wheel.
So, who has a rope?
I'll just walk up there to the chest.
No, wait, don't go up the fucking
Hey,
stairs.
he walked.
All right.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Starman size passive aggressively.
13.
Whoosh! Flames shoot out of the ground.
Oh, look, it's that evocation.
Yep. The flames buck you back, and you are toasted for a cool 10 damage.
Oh, I will use the Iron Defender, which would have been next to me, pose a reaction that would have been at disadvantage.
It's still it's not rolled. It's a
fair.
save. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. 10 damage. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
The
it's painful.
you notice as you had been walking up it, however, you got a valuable lesson. The steps walking up this way are they seem to depress under your step like they are switches, and that there are a variety of symbols carved into the tops of the different steps leading up.
Perception. What symbols did he step on?
Go ahead and give me a
Activate.
give me a perception.
Hey, 17.
You recognize the symbol as outsider. It is something found on most Dragoi runes.
Can I take a look around this top part of the dais and see all of these stones and see if I can
How many?
Kind of read them.
Huh?
You go dive in first.
I just want to take a look around all the runes using perception and see if I can read any of them, since I know comp Dragoi, but not proper Dragoi.
This is old
just
Dragoi, but like you can try and see if you recognize any symbols. But go ahead and give me perception on it. Or I'm sorry, investigation in this case.
Nope.
I would
Yeah.
like to roll an investigation to see just how many runes there are.
Okay.
He said this is like a 40-foot tower.
Yeah.
It is 40 feet at a roughly, let's see, at a roughly 40-degree angle, so it's comfortable walking up. It's just not very easy to leap.
At 40 feet?
Yeah.
Well, I can throw up 20 feet. Who is rope?
Actually,
Like,
I'm gonna
by the way,
cast
the investigation for counting for him, you are able to count about 12 of these.
All right.
They seem to be easy enough to step around, but you also do not know if there are other symbols that would trigger.
Right, so at the very least we know 1 out of 12 activates it.
Well, again, detect magic.
Okay.
while they're doing this, I'm going to cast Jump on myself, burning my second spell slot of this day since we haven't taken a long rest.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm going to take a 10-foot run and just jump to the center of this platform. I can jump 45 feet if I run 10 feet first.
Ah. There you go.
And I have rope.
Yeah, you are able to leap across, and you roll with the skid at the center. And you find that you bump up against a what looks to be like some kind of small, like it's a brass mechanism of some kind. It's got a few gemstones set into it in loose fittings, and they are carved in different shapes. One is carved in a shape like that. One is carved in a shape like that. And one is carved in a shape like that.
What the fuck?
So if we go from the top...
I'm going to explain this to everyone that's still down there of what I see on this brass monkey.
All right,
Brass monkey chunky.
what I want to do now that he is up there, going to sheath my weapon, draw my bow and arrow, use my silk rope to tie a rope to the arrow, and I'm going to shoot up way higher than he is, so I don't want to shoot him, so that the rope should land more or less on the top.
You're able to do so.
Alright, I call to him, Davian! Tie a torch to the end of it!
That's how I wanted the unlit torches to it.
Alright. And when he does that, I begin to slowly pull it down so it should more or less hit every step down.
Alright, I'm going to grab it and then toss it back to him because I don't want to be incinerated while I'm standing up here.
If you stay in the middle of the day, as you shouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't know that.
God damn it, dude, you ruined the fucking trap. I go,
as it's tossed back, it lands, hitting a few of these portions on the dais, as you see gouts of flame shoot up from it, and the silk rope and arrow are incinerated.
How many feet do I have left?
You have minus...
Out of 50.
Out of 50? You got about 10 foot left.
Oh!
That was a terrible idea. Can I roll, I guess, a general intelligence check to figure out what the fuck these little symbols are?
I give Davian a rude gesture.
Do you bite your thumb, sir?
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
Well, if biting my thumb is a very rude gesture in his culture, I host up the coif, and I do that.
Okay, so go ahead and give me the intelligence check.
That should be great.
It's just general problem solving. Oh
No.
God.
Let's see, where's my rope? There we go.
I'm just gonna sit here and contemplate the universe for like 10 seconds.
With that roll, you decide that the squiggle is the clear answer to what's going on, and realizing that it is a button, you push the button. Clank, whir. All of a sudden, all of the the pendulums all start moving, and a random pattern of flames is now gouting out of the dais.
And at the very least, I am trapped over here. Well, actually, with a. No, I should be like trapped at the right at the bottom.
right between the two.
Damn it! What the fuck?
I was looking at symbols, and all of a sudden, one of them automatically pushed himself.
I'm going to throw a bullet at him at a disadvantage. Hold on, it's going to be a strength check at a disadvantage.
It thuds off his armor, but we at least know, don't push the zigzag button.
However,
Push the zigzag button again.
hold on. Now that the stairs have started to randomly, relatively random, to spout gouts of flame, should be able to determine which steps are not trapped, or at the very least, who are trapped.
Well,
True.
eliminate some of them. Not all of them, though. Nope.
If you give me an investigation check between the two of you,
This is the most I had to roll investigation and low intelligence character for it.
yeah.
14.
Do you want me to roll, or was that for Davian?
No, that was for Balder, because he wants to discern the actual pattern of where the flames are coming out of.
You said for the two of us, so that's the reason I was asking.
Yeah, I thought you were helping him.
Oh, yeah, I'll...
Please do.
19.
Between the two of you, you are able to, because you see the flames just going, you are able to figure out the actual pattern of it.
There's I'm guessing there doesn't seem to be a clear line.
Sorry, say again?
I'm guessing there isn't a clear line to go through.
There is not a clear line, no. But as it is like you can step around the stones that are.
I'm gonna
creating
push this
flames.
next button over here.
That one?
Well,
Yeah.
As you do so, you hear a mechanical clank as the whooshing stops.
oh,
Pendulums have retracted back up into the ceiling.
no, I could just run the fuck up now that I've determined the pattern, and roll for acrobatics to dodge it without getting fucking burned.
You could.
Should I, party? Should I Twitch chat?
I'm gonna wait for him to start running up, and then I'm gonna push the next button.
Fuck you!
Just shoot a bullet at me.
I will actually push you off this dais.
So you push the next button as he's running up, and actually what ends up happening as Boulder dives, all
20.
the flames go out. Yeah. All the fire just goes out when he presses the other button.
You are actually lucky that Baldur thinks you, from Baldur's point of view, actually figured it out. You are actually really fucking lucky.
Look,
I
there's nothing to do
am
with it.
not joking. Boulder would have pushed you down the flaming dais.
The contested grapple checks.
Yes, I'm probably stronger than you.
Yeah, but I have acrobatics,
Anyway.
which means I can still probably. Yeah.
Now that I'm upstairs and the traps have pretty much been disabled.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, Waymark, do you want to try and test your luck going up the stairs?
Sure. While they've been doing this, as I said, I was using detect magic again. Do I pick up any active magic again?
No, actually, all of the magic, the spidey sense that's been tingling your balls since you walked in here, it's gone.
Lovely. Yeah, he just walks up there confidently.
So there's no magic anymore?
Hold on. Starman pulls out his gems horn and plays a sad song for our collective incompetence. Did he just do his gems horn version of the sad trombone?
I think he just did.
It's more akin to the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme, but more basic.
Yep.
Ryder, no guns, turn D&D.
I'm not even messing with a gun right now. I'm actually playing with one of my mechanical pencils.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Why does your mechanical pencil sound like the receiver of a gun clacking?
I actually thought the same.
I've just trained you guys to believe that everything I do sounds like a gun.
God fucking damn it.
Anyways, so now we are at the dais. Davian, Balder, and Waymark.
Yep. Also, give me like 2 seconds. I gotta run to the bathroom. Fucking
Don't worry,
Diet
dude.
Coke. Diet Coke just like runs through your head.
Holy fuck. My sphincter was thoroughly clenched. God damn.
I had this idea because he actually said, "Oh yeah, your natural one made you push a squiggly line." That had to be one of the other two. So probably better buttons than that one.
So your nat one not only made you push just the wrong button, but to push every button.
I mean, one of them had to turn all the traps off.
Hell, I'm pretty sure when I'm down at the bottom of the days, I could feel a pendulum just almost shave a layer off my ass.
Well, you're gonna have a very smooth and bikini waxed ass.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome
Hey, we're
back.
just talking about waxed ass.
Oh, lovely. Better than hairy ass. Tell you what.
So now Davian, Balder, and Waymark are on at the top of the dais.
Yep, and
And I grab Davian's hand. Don't push another button.
I'm gonna start reaching back to the squiggly line and
I
just
punch him. I actually punch him. I actually punch him.
confirm Davian has DD instincts.
Hold on. I believe that's a strength check.
Basta.
You take 4 damage.
No one
Actually,
fighting, damn it.
I punch him in the face and say, "No!"
I walked past them.
Alright. So, yeah, you guys are greeted with the 3 chests.
I'm gonna open the chest that I'm standing at.
I go again, "No!" And I'm actually going to grapple him now.
I'm going to toss your ass off this fucking dais and push that squiggly
Athletics
button.
versus your acrobat. My athletics was your acrobatics.
Guys, come on. So you're opening the crate, and as you do so, let's see here. You find a what was it? Kind of what looks like old moth-eaten robes, and a scattering of old coins. About 37 of them, to be exact.
Wait, the chests are unlocked?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, if they have this much fucking security, I wouldn't expect them to worry about locking them, to be honest. That's like having an armed, crude tank outside your house.
I'm taking everything out of that chest and moving to the next one.
God damn it, dude. Chill!
If you're scared, just go off the dais. You'll be safe.
Hold
far
on.
away.
You rolled a 1d2.
Hey, what?
That was for which button I wanted to press first.
Out of 3?
No, because there's only 2 of them left to push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's your... hold on. Dude, just fucking chill, dude. However, there's one thing I'm worried about. The transmutation aura. Spend another 10 minutes to ritual cast and figure out who it is. And I could turn to Davian and go, relax.
I mean, I've already should still have detect magic up and running. It lasts for 10 minutes. I don't think it's taken 10 minutes for me to walk up here.
No. It doesn't.
It was dramatic JoJo walking in slow motion, though, so it was about 5.5 minutes.
Okay, so as Davian has moved to that other chest, and he's got his hand on the chest. He doesn't take his hand off the chest.
I'm waiting.
Alright, if you're going to open the chest with the transmutation race, give me a sec while I take a few steps down the steps and make sure that I'm fully covered.
As Baldur turns and starts to walk, you hear...
Oh shit.
Where is this laughing coming from?
In front of you, actually.
Oh, then I jump back. Pretty
Your
fucking
hand-
far. Because I have jump.
You try to jump, but you can't. Your hand is glued to the chest. Meat.
Oh, this is...
Meat. So long.
Yes, you are meat, and you're about to become my meat. And I'm gonna beat you like my meat. And I'll draw the sword.
You say that as a dozen eyes open up along the surface of the wooden chest.
We have a mimic.
Guarding so long. No food!
Well, it's a good thing. Hold on. From when we... Oh yes, so... From when we hacked through the wall to when we got into this, at the very least 20 minutes have passed. Is my acid enchantment still on?
It should last an hour.
Yeah, your acid enchant's still on.
Have fun.
Time to fuck up the mimic. Initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Alright, yep, I have my token selected. Fuck! Gotta get another beer.
Natural 20.
I bet you got a natural 20 out of that. Alright, so Damn. That mimic is that mimic is anemic. That mimic is really anemic. Poor thing. So, let me clean up.
Fourth beer. Actually,
Yeah.
it should be more. Anyway.
I'm hearing it, man.
Give me a second, I'm going to turn up the fan.
Alright. Let us go ahead and add custom for
Did you get the
mobs.
thing going in descending order?
I'm setting it right now. I've got to put up.
Okay.
Gotta put up. So all of you guys got yours. Okay, you rolled it with the thing. Good. I'm the only one who has to do the manual. All right. So there and descending and bingo bango.
Hold on, I'm going to roll initiative again, but just for the tiebreaker, because Starman got the same. Or do you want to do a coin toss?
Wait, it's normally whoever has the highest dex.
Yeah, but we have the same amount of
Starman
dex.
got 5.15.
But I don't have the tiebreaker, so I don't have the whole 0.5 thing.
Oh,
What's your
Oh.
deck?
what's your dex?
What's your dex?
It's 14.
Then I would go first.
Oh,
All right.
Is this 15?
oh yeah, no, I see it. Alright, no, I was confused.
Oh.
Never mind. You go first.
So is my hand still
The
stuck?
drink is getting to my head. Drink responsibly, kids.
Yeah, your hand is glued to its head right now, as it is the face is shaping out to be rows and rows of teeth in a giant purple blue pseudopod tongue.
You know, for
Can I
almost
break the
10
grapple?
years of playing D&D, this is the first time I've gone with a mimic, battle the mimic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Not a lot of people use mimics. I've used them recently in a Party 2 game. Or
Looks like-
Dev.
I'm kind of surprised you haven't. Well, we haven't actually been encountering a lot of dungeons, so it would make sense we haven't been encountering a lot of mimics. Anyway.
Well, mimics can actually be anywhere. That's the thing. Mimics are
Yeah.
they're
My mimics didn't look like a chest either, so...
yeah. They just have to they have to be something made out of wood or stone. One of the two. That's the
No, it
only way.
doesn't. It can be metal too.
It's just more convincing when it's wood and stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
this-
was a wooden door with stone siding and iron ingots. Or langets.
I could have sworn metal is not in their repertoire, but I could be wrong.
Well, they do take up the shape of a chest that is
Yeah.
usually depicted as a bit of ironbound.
Yeah, that's true.
Technically, they have shape changers, so they could polymorph into literally anything.
Well, it's all just a mimic's flesh, so it only
Yeah.
looks like metal.
Yeah, but they're able to mimic the texture and ring of it too. It's indistinguishable. That's what makes a mimic special. It's it doesn't use magic to camouflage itself. It's a physical attribute of the creature, sort of like a octopus camouflaging itself as rocks on the ocean floor.
So,
Alright.
can I get my hand off this fucking mimic already?
You need to roll strength to break the grapple.
It's a grapple?
Technically,
Yeah. But
I would like to
technically
use
it is.
acrobatics to get the fuck away.
you're grappled right now for it. You can't use
Yeah, but-
acrobatics.
Grapple, you can use
Or wait, can you?
athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah, never mind.
that's 5e rules.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and roll it.
16.
Alright.
Versus
versus-
athletics.
Yep. And it has advantage because of its grappler ability. Oh, good thing. Never mind. This thing is distinctly doing bad. You not only pull away from it, breaking the adhesive with a crack. You kick it back, and it goes tumbling down the stairs. The poor thing yelping in pain as it does so.
Yeah, just roll 2 1s.
Yes, it rolled 2 1s.
Ouch.
That's gotta suck.
No. You don't get it. That's the third crit fail. It
Yes.
is done.
Well, and
It's
the
not
weird
too
thing
bad.
is, it's not the but what's it? It's not roll 20 in this case. I rolled physical dice for this, so.
Yes.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. So the poor thing goes clattering down the sides, and it seems
If
to
it
be
moved out of my attack range, do I get an attack of opportunity as a reaction?
no, because you were escaping grapple.
Well, it did go out of his.
Because he kicked it.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
How much damage did it take from falling 40 feet down the stairs?
Falling downstairs, it takes. Oh fuck! And it hit a fucking. Let me see if it hit a flame. Oh wait, no, you guys disabled. Never mind, you guys disabled it. That's right.
Activate the traps.
It took 7 damage. It's crying and jittering in.
Just shoot the fucking thing and let it die.
I already used my action. I can't make a proper attack. That's why I was trying to get the reaction attack while I was moving out of my attack range.
Rather, just make a ready action just so I can get up, because I'm right now practically just lying on some steps and I don't want a fucking fireball on my ass.
I'm just gonna shoot my crossbow at it.
No. You don't get it. If you activate the traps, it's gonna be so satisfying.
Do it the most efficient way. Shoot the fucking thing and get it over with.
So, I mean, where am I in relation to everybody else?
You're on top of the dais.
Yeah, you're on top of the
so
dais.
I should be
dais.
like here, like right on top, and so Ryder is somewhere here.
Yeah, I'm just going to,
Excuse
I
me.
mean, if there's there's nothing else that I can do. There's nothing else that I want to do. So I'm going to end my turn there.
Just kind of look at it in pity.
Depends. You could activate the pendulum traps.
I don't
Yeah,
have a proper action to interact with an object.
It didn't.
How
It
big-
didn't. It did skid to a stop before getting to the pendulum trap. So it's
Right,
still.
don't
on-
activate the steps traps. Don't activate the steps traps.
All right. One
24
mark.
to hit.
24 to hit.
It's 20.
Hits.
11 damage.
Ow.
That crossbow hits hard.
Nice.
It is squealing and shouting in a language that none of you can understand.
I don't
Good.
know. Ranger, do you know aberrant?
Oh.
It does not speak aberrant.
Okay.
I mean,
Next.
Actually, you want to
aren't
give it
there
a
generations?
you want to give it a nature check?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Ah, sure. If you're giving me a free nature check, sure, why not?
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Mimics speak their own language.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It is largely considered to be a corruption of a dialect of Lost Common. Because mimics came from originally one single mimic made by a wizard a long time ago in another fucking plane of existence.
Named Mimic Prime.
Alright, now the next thing I'm going to do is send the Iron Defender right down next to it, and it's going to bite it as my bonus action. So I can do that. And a 9 doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Although if it will go shove down the stairs, it should be prone.
I think mimics are immune to being prone.
They are immune to being prone.
Fair enough.
The thing, it basically, as it falls, it grows out what looks like little wooden stone crab legs at whatever angle it's at, and is using it to keep itself upright.
Alright.
And it tries, as it tries to get bit by, as it's getting bit at by the Iron Defender, it shifts the material of its outside to what seems to be some kind of stone color, and the Iron Defender is having trouble trying to bite through that hide. So...
Oh, we'll just have to upgrade its teeth to adamant later. That shouldn't be too difficult.
Except for, acquiring adamant.
Yeah, that would be a little bit tough.
What is the very least expensive?
Starman, it is your turn.
Okay, since I'm still not even past the guillotine, pendulums, you got me doing it now. Do I have a bead on the mimic, or
yeah, you can see it. You can see it straight ahead of you.
It should be like here.
Yeah, it's about 50. It's about 50 foot in front of you, across the guillotine area. Guillotines are not functioning. They are retracted into the ceiling. And Pendulums, sorry. The pendulums are retracted into the ceiling. And the fire is disabled.
Well, I think I'm just gonna light it up.
Alright.
Ooh, that hits guiding bolts.
That hits hard. Alright. What did you What's the damage?
Ooh! 16!
16 fucking damage. Holy crap.
Yeah, don't fuck with guiding bolt. And that's actually low rolls too. There's 3 2s in there out of the 6s.
It shrieks as you blast it with holy light. The thing skittering around and twisting and popping into different shapes and colors.
Seems very unpleasant down there, Mimic. Have another.
It shrieks back at you. Why? It only does its job!
In the words of our terrible president,
no activating the traps planned, so... Wait. Sorry, no, never mind. Unless,
It is...
I don't like this.
Is there anything else that you're doing, Starman?
No, I'm content to just make the one action.
Alright. It is Baldur's move.
Alright, I'm going to, since you're not going to activate the stairs traps, please don't. I'm going to just move to close the distance between the Mimic and me.
Alright. It's about 30
Just out
foot.
of curiosity, which button was it that activated the stair traps?
I will actually bury the axe in your face.
Hey, you already punched me.
If I
This would just be
survive.
vengeance.
Y'all behave or I will fucking dock XP.
Anyway, I move an attack.
Alright.
And I am going to... Since it's... No, wait, never mind. Since it's immune to proning, and unless you can allow the trip attack to be a shove attack instead, shove it further down the stairs.
Like because it's immune to being prone, it's not going to be a shove. No.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
Still does an extra 1d8 damage though, so.
You'd be hacking at its legs.
So yeah.
So you're going to be getting the damage from the axe, the 1d6 from the arcane weapon, and the 1d8 for that. Oh.
Hold on.
Oh wait, you had rolled good on the nature before, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you rolled 16. You know that these things are fucking immune to acid.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter because they don't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
Because you still had I just remembered that you still had the acid axe. I was like, let me check if he takes extra damage. And it's like, oh wait, no.
Alright, it is the Mimic's turn.
Yes, it is. The Mimic at this point,
standing next to the Iron Defender, so have fun.
And me.
Yeah. It has narrowly dodged.
Wait, if it's next to the Iron Defender, do I get advantage?
Ooh.
Am I flanking it?
Yeah, actually.
It's a crit, my gentleman. So.
All right.
That's a 14.
It is
I'm
bloody.
going to
damage.
still try and trip attack it. So
It's
I
certainly
might.
bloodied.
You can actually do double damage with the trip because it's dice rolls. So that'd be another 2d8.
Ooh!
So
God
14.
damn.
That's a 11 plus 4.
And if it
That's
wasn't
a
immune
400.
to acid, it would be another 2d6.
So, yeah, this thing is barely holding itself together. It's kind of turned into a fleshy glob. Kind of looks like as if you carved a treasure chest out of wax and let half of it melt into silly putty.
Ooh!
The thing actually holds
I'm
out
doing
its
a
pseudopod
turkey
tongue
dance right now.
and in trying to defend itself as it shrieks and cries in Mimic before managing to sputter out in Common. Please, no more, please.
I'm actually
just
doing
shoot
a
it
happy
again.
dance.
Huh?
Just shoot it again and shut the fucking thing up.
Hold on, wait. I do have action search.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you wanna-
Another attack.
All right.
No, don't hit. Wait,
advantage.
do. Wait, do I?
It has surrendered at this point, so yeah, that does hit.
Keep killing it.
Yeah, that. Go ahead and flavor it.
With the first attack, just a massive slash of just severing the bullshit crab legs, and then overhead plunge of the Danax, cleaving it in half. Ooh!
As you do so, the life leaves the amber eyes of the creature as the color and all of the false appearance of it vanishes. The thing goes still, and you feel kind of feels like a glass crunch underneath your axe. You have killed the Mimic, and you all have gained 450 divided by 4. 112.5 XP for the encounter.
Each.
I'm going to go ahead and round that up to 113 each.
113, alright.
Mm-hmm.
$441.
All right.
1574.
Does somebody want to roll me a D6, please?
I do.
Alright, I'll let him do it.
2.
Hello?
All right.
Hey now.
You are able, as you pull the axe free from its corpse, you see rolling out of the mimic's what would be its inside, its stomach, sort of thing. What was it? An onyx and a piece of quartz rolling out, and the broken shards of some other gemstones.
Alright, so hold on, I'm going to. So onyx with mimic draw. Onyx. It was onyx, gem shards, and what?
One piece of quartz.
Yes, ma'am.
Quartz.
Upon further investigation, you find it was a sandalwood box that it had inside of it, and that you had crushed it with your axe. The box contained the shards were apparently a bloodstone, what seems to be maybe 2 moonstones, and another piece of quartz that was.
So that's the thing I broke.
Yeah. And you also happen to find a half-digested scroll of mending.
Well, the artificer could probably do something with that, and maybe with a half cost to make a full scroll of mending. But yeah, that is Baldur just going after the fucking massive damage. He's just going to let out a massive war cry that's probably going to echo throughout this fucking maze.
Yeah.
That's apparently over.
Oh.
Yeah.
And apparently Starman is giving the dead mimic its last rites. As any good cleric should.
No, I haven't. I need to get to the dungeon here in the next.
Fuck you, Davian.
What was it?
He said my war cry was a
woo.
I thought that the Nordic people always did the wolf cry thing.
Yeah, if you want to do it early
plus
morning,
11 plus 12. I did 37 damage.
Yeah. The fucking thing only had, what was it? You guys fucking mauled the goddamn thing.
I actually only broke a grapple and it hurt itself.
Yeah, you broke the grapple and booted it away.
Yeah,
the thing only has 58 HP, so.
Only.
Yeah, only.
Yeah.
For most monsters, that's kind of
Low.
Yeah. I mean, you can get greater mimics, but this is just a regular one. Despite the fact that it's about...
still at 3rd level.
Yeah, and despite the fact that it is bigger than you guys are.
Well, I cut it down to size.
Yeah, you really did. You fucked the fucking thing up. Go ahead and give me, for those near the corpse, give me a...
Yeah, what makes these...
What do you call it?
Yeah, I know what I need to get.
A perception check?
Alright, I'll do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Still stepped up from Reed. 9 perception. Okay.
And a
Starman.
22.
22.
All right. Baldur, you notice that there is something glinting inside of the mimic still.
Which half?
The one that has the glinting thing in it.
Oh.
Well, as I am a warrior who did the killing blow, I approach where the glinting is, and I bury my hand in where the glinting is, and I pull it out.
All right. So, let me see.
Constitution check versus Finger of Death.
No. I'm trying to check something real quick. You pull out what looks to be some kind of carved idol statue. It's fairly ornate. It's got...
I'm going to roll a quick religion check.
Okay.
Nope, I have absolutely no fucking idea what it is.
Double zeros.
Damn. Damn. You think this is Squeaky, the god of lizards?
However, what role should I do, if any, should I do to identify the metal that is the material it's made of?
That would be the blacksmith metallurgy to be able to do that. But
hold on, no, those are wrong. I'm using strength modifier.
Yeah.
I'm putting in intelligence modifier now. 17.
As far as you can tell, this is solid gold.
Alright. So, beside, sorry I interrupted with religion. But what does the figure look like?
It looks like a small dragon of some kind. It is very, shall we say, rudimentary tribalish. It is the
Melted down for components later.
Well, it seems to look like some sort of fetish idol.
Sorry, I actually might be just the alcohol. But what did you say that it was made out of?
Gold.
Solid gold.
Gold. Solid gold. All right. I'm going to put that as a treasure. Well, I have found my peace offering with Li Chen.
I'm gonna poke the third chest with my sword.
Dragon fetish.
The third chest, you're just poking it?
Yeah.
It does nothing.
Shoot the fucking thing.
I'm gonna smack it on top with the sword. Just double check.
Nothing. It echoes.
Okay,
I feel
I
like
open it
even
up.
if it was a mimic, it isn't going to let itself be.
Yeah, after seeing that. Especially hearing it, the shrieking cries and mimic of pleading for mercy.
Rudely cut off by a blade of my axe.
Yeah.
So it's in the third chest?
Inside the third chest, you find a single hand-carved wooden bowl and a pair of chopsticks.
Alright.
I'm taking
How would
them.
everyone like me to
after
run and identify everything?
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Okay.
Ryder first.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, you want me to run detect magic on all this, see if any of it's actually magical?
Yeah, if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the robes,
the-
the bowl, and the chopsticks
In the
out.
10 minutes of his ritual, I'm gonna make a war prayer towards Tyr.
Okay.
Okay. Is any of the items we found magical?
The fetish statue is actually.
Aura?
Hard to discern.
That's...
No,
Roll me a what's it?
Arcana?
Arcana.
Alright. 13.
You are not able to discern the the what's it, the proper what magic is actually in this. It seems a little bit old, a little bit chaotic.
I
even.
sit there and look at Baldur. I'd say you might want to drop that before you become, attuned to it.
Hold on, I'm going to do something. Give me a sec. No, it's very average roll. He's going to put the statue in front, on the chest nearest the waymarks, so he may take it.
I don't want it.
You don't want it?
I'm gonna. No, what we need to do is put it somewhere where we can't attune to it. So, somewhere nice and safe. Then we're going to melt it down.
Hold on. No! Not if it's magic, dude. You
don't attune to things unless you actually focus on it.
Wait. Can you, when you get spell slots, can you roll Identify?
I can cast Identify as a ritual spell. I can do that now if you want me to.
Go ahead.
Okay. I cast...
Hold on, did the bowl and chopsticks have any spells?
Magic? He said no.
Right.
Yeah, the bowl and chopsticks. Actually, I didn't get a chance to say what it had.
Oh, okay.
The bowl and chopsticks are apparently well maintained, and on top of that, there is a faint bit of magic that lingers on them, and it seems to just simply be a very simple transmutation, like imbuement into the bowl that makes rice that you eat in it taste a bit better.
Ooh, that is mine.
It's already mine. I'm the one that got it.
Shit. Fine.
Same thing with the chopsticks, and the ropes, and the 37 old coins.
Well, I'm going to put the dragon statue in my pack. I doubt that we'll be 24 hours in this fucking maze.
You also notice that there is a carving on the bottom of the bowl, and it is the same shape as something familiar to you guys.
Is it a symbol that it has that we've been seeing in the clergy? Is it on the book?
No, not that. Give me a give me an intelligence to just an intelligence check to recall.
Nope.
16.
16. Miles, you're having bad luck today, buddy.
So am I, to be honest.
Davian is able to actually recall the shape. It was the shape of the key that got you guys down here. It was in specific, if you were to hold the key up sideways, the abbot's key.
I think we found the key to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you don't know that. I do.
Alright.
Oh,
how much coin was in the chest?
How much coin? There was... Let's see here.
37, I thought.
Yeah, 37 old coins.
Yeah, that are now inside of Davian's pockets.
Aside from that, the other thing that you do notice about up there at the dais, now that everything is sort of calmed down, you've gotten a moment to sort of breathe, you do notice that there is a section of that little control panel that you guys were messing with before that looks as if it could rotate.
Well, I'm pretty sure if anything outside, with the exception of outside the pendulum ring, the main dais is going to be the safest place to fuck with it.
Fair enough.
So, I call out the Starman. Hey, maybe you should get up here. The traps are disabled. And I'm just going to sit on a chest, tired, and cleaning the gunk off the mimic gunk off my axe.
That poor axe has seen a lot of horrors today.
Starman is just going to speak from right next to where Boulder is standing. I'm right here already.
maybe all of that, the stuff that he's been breathing in has just sort of been getting to his head. The spores are thick enough in the air in here that it hangs like fog. So.
Wait, I thought there weren't any spores here.
Take the out.
I got a 16 in medicine check. It checks out.
Baldur's getting a little drunk off of fermented mushroom air.
No. I have the wet cloth over my face.
It's just growing faster inside of the cloth because it's wet.
Before you fuck with the mechanism.
Yeah.
What are the quality of the chests?
I mean, they're okay quality, but they're like the age has not been kind to them.
Fair enough. Now the question is, who the fuck has been lighting these candles?
The mimic.
Would a mimic be, and not to mention, where would the mimic get where's the stash of candles?
That is a good question.
Probably why we're so anemic is just shitting out wax.
After you fucked with the mechanism, depending what how it goes, I actually want to harvest some candles.
More than enough wax to be able to do so.
Bitch, it's most of them probably made out of animal fat. Emergency rations.
So, is anybody gonna mess with the dais, or are you guys just gonna leave down the way that you came, or
maybe our master mechanic should do it?
So this thing just rotates, or is there just like a small lever thing on top that rotates?
No. There's like basically like a ring, just like below, like the top of it is like this, where you had the 3 buttons, like that, and then you have it coming down like this, and there's a ring like that, like a collar that can rotate that way.
Is there like a lever or something that you can push in there to make it rotate, or you just have to like hug it and try and turn?
You just have to put your fingers on it and just turn it. It's textured, so you should be able to turn it easily.
Are there any symbols or glyphs or anything?
Nothing.
Lines that... I'm gonna wait.
Ryder, where are you?
Actually, that might be a thing. Every time Davian's like sitting there having to mull something over, he's got one of those coins that you guys have picked up here, and he's just flipping it.
I think I actually did pick up one of the coins from the bodies upstairs.
Oh,
So I actually already have some of them.
I've got that game to run in like 30 minutes. So.
Don't worry, we're almost done. There's a turning mechanism on the fucking buttons.
Yeah, you guys should
Fuck
be fine.
with them while
Also,
I get
I'm gonna
here.
beat the fuck out of this dog because it keeps opening the goddamn front door.
All right.
One moment.
Alright, well, I guess since he's technically here, yeah, we'll use him.
We'll call it that the thing turns. And so as you turn the dial, the top of the the small device opens up, and what looks to be a beautiful gemstone rises up out of it.
I'd like to check it for traps.
You're not detecting any traps looking around it and stuff, but a light does shine through it, and it forms a shaft going upwards towards the ceiling into another gem, similar shape and size, facet, and you hear off in the distance a clunk, and suddenly a bright shaft of light can be seen at the far end of the area at the north where you came in at.
Actually, we came from the west.
No, you guys came in from the north.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait, we can see that?
From the height where you're at, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Fuck, this maze is fucking with me.
Yeah.
So, the top,
I'll
none of the vantage points, since we got down and got to the dais, none of the times we could see top of the dais.
Yeah.
I hate this place.
Yeah. Do you guys want to give it just like a cursory Arcana check on this, or like intelligence for it, like general intelligence?
I rolled a 12.
Anybody else?
I'm shit. No, I'm not going to.
Hey, Starman.
Starman figures it out. This is an extra dimensional place. That's why it was so hard to get into.
No fucking wonder my dog didn't like it.
Yeah. This place
I should
is
talk to my dogs more.
Yeah. The area here is more or less sort of carved out of the space between spaces, and as such, distance and view can be obscured and fucky. Also, it's not exactly healthy to be around it for a long period of time. That's the whole headache that you're getting from, wait, I went that way, but it happened there, and yeah.
Well, I don't want to explore this maze further. I'm not that type of character. He wants to leave this place now.
There is one other thing that you notice.
How far is the satellite?
Well, hold on. There is one other thing that you guys notice on that dais, that as the light went, because Davian was checking it for traps, he manages to notice another button appear on it. And this one is like this.
God damn it, Davian.
I pushed the button.
As you do so, you see there's a rumble in the floor as gouts of flame burn up and outwards a pathway leading all the way back to that front gateway.
Huh. The flip of the coin just gave us the easy way out.
Basically.
Is the flame still going?
It goes out after, after a few moments. There's like flames licking at the sides of the pathway, but
I lost the torch.
as it went, it blew away the loam that was covering over the vents, and you can see that there is a very distinct pathway that goes through. Well, apparently this was supposed to originally be some sort of deterrent mechanism. However, in the current infestation of this space, it seems to be an easier way out instead.
Now, who has a rope? Because our artificer could probably make use of one of the 3 pendulum blades.
Yeah.
We're gonna drag those fuckers out.
If you can fit it up through the hole.
I mean, we could just go upstairs, take a long rest, get the acid damage, and cut it into manageable pieces.
Well, the acid damage wasn't what cut the blade. Remember?
Fair. That is very fair.
Yeah.
I'm
you're
gonna leave.
Just like fuck it, go.
I'm just gonna like actually grab like Waymark and just like guide him towards the exit, despite him like.
Starman is just like, fuck this shit, fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
So, you guys make your way out, Waymark following behind. It's kind of a somber affair as you're leaving out. Well, somber in the I'm tired as shit.
Hold on.
Hmm?
Is there anything solid left of the mimic?
Of the mimic?
Yes, solid.
It's two halves.
I mean, is there a distinctive tooth, claw, crab leg?
I mean,
I'm collecting trophies here, goddammit!
I'm trying to remember if mimics actually have like when they are at complete and total rest, if they actually have a stiff component. Because the teeth, I think they can form and also what was it? Have it melt back into them. For this instance, I'll say that yeah, you're able to like grab one of the mimic's eyes.
All right,
it's glassy and actually does feel like hardened amber.
All right, good. All right, because otherwise I would have just gorged myself on the fucking pickles and just put it in the pickle juice.
I mean, the eye isn't going to go bad, it seems, but yeah, you can do that too.
That is good. All right.
Pickled mimic eye.
Because I have collected two trophies: the Allosaurus tooth and the Dragoi melted symbol, the Dragoi abbots.
Yeah.
Religious symbol that has been melted. Mimic the monster. That was the monastery.
I know that. Well, they can be gray or they can be flesh tone. Yeah, heavy blob of gray goo. So,
just so long as we don't encounter a mimic ship.
Yeah, that would be scary. So, you find your way out. Li Chen is there to meet you along with Toph and the others, wondering what the hell happened. Apparently, they are all covered in mud as you reach the other side. You find out later that what ended up happening was, as you guys disappeared down the thing and it locked, they couldn't get it open. They all ran out and started digging to try and like pull you out, and no one was able to sit there and dig and find it.
Well, as I am probably the character who takes point, and I'm at the first, I just give Li Chen a big ass hug, go to the fountain, strip off my armor, and I just have a wash. I don't care if it's holy water.
Do you roll for getting struck by the lightning storm that's still outside 16 times?
No, the storm has passed. It's been you guys were in there for about 4 hours, 5 hours in total time.
So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's later than that, I think. If memory serves for...
Because it was dinner time, which was right around like 8 or 9 when the first zombies attacked, and
yeah,
we went down after like 30 seconds.
No, you guys sat there after the thing. You had enough time to sit there and repile the bodies in the abbot's office and get everything squared away and fixed up. So it's safe to say it's...
So it's safe to assume that the next session will happen the day after.
The next session will happen, yeah. Dawn is starting to break outside, and everything is cleared up, and everyone just looks exhausted. And been an interesting sort of side.
I'm going to take the time to make myself a meal before I take a nap.
All
22
right.
with the mushroom.
Hey.
I'm gonna go ahead and go to the pool of holy water and clean off all the excess shit that's on me. Go ahead and refill my.
I don't care if it's more sacrilege. I spent 4 hours in fungus-infested root basement.
Extra dimensional root basement.
Yeah. I am going to use this fucking monastery's holy water because this monastery put me through this. It has no right to complain.
As it goes, like you bathing in the water, and what's it, Davian using the water to try and like rinse himself off. Oh, fuck off! No, bad, stupid Microsoft thing. You guys are feel kind of. It's weird. You kind of still feel dirty after it.
Yeah.
Like you feel bad.
Well, hopefully I could. The 22 on a fucking cooking will make me.
Yeah. Rather, Balder's the one who really feels like that, but like Davian is not as bad. You're a bad guy, but you're not bad guy.
I'm going to make a couple of mushroom. What was it? 4 mushroom steaks with a side of tea.
Yeah, you're able to
the Torgoy guarantee.
Yeah, you're able to do so, and you make 4 meals. 4 meals, which will grant the buff that you had from before. You'll get
the advantage, inspiration. Very good.
Well,
then I know that.
Of course. Did you eat the meal?
I cooked it, yeah.
Okay. So before you get that inspiration,
what I cook.
Well, before you get that inspiration, yeah, you kind of going to be tripping balls for the next few hours.
Well, it's a good thing I'm going to go to sleep soon after I go to. So I'm going to have some nice dream.
Yeah. Those giant mushrooms are actually for non-return ones. They are psychotropic, intensely such.
Maybe I should go downstairs again and fucking harvest the rest of the room.
I mean, you can if you want, but
oh no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the next session.
But in any case. That's probably going to be where we're wrapping up for tonight. I want to go ahead and thank everybody for showing up. I want to pass around the table, as we usually do here at the end of our Saturday D&D game. Questions, comments, favorite part, that whole bag. And we're going to go ahead and start with Goblin.
So, could have done with a bit more combat, but I understand because one player wasn't around.
Mm.
But that was thoroughly enjoyable.
Oh.
Especially after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beers.
The only damage I took in that entire dungeon was getting hit by Balder.
I don't regret it.
Don't worry.
Oh no!
You have to sleep
Davian
eventually.
will definitely get some shit from Balder. That's part of his character. You did not really respect the part. Your character did not seem to respect the party. just went out right on ahead, despite being told not to.
You're not the leader of the party.
Oh, I'm not the leader of the party, but I have
don't
interest
care what you
in being.
say.
But
guys,
You don't
don't
have the
worry.
badges
Don't
to
worry.
train me.
There is plenty of time to, befriend one another.
in any case, Josh, your favorite part?
I didn't really do much this entire time.
You did sort of hang back a bit.
Yeah.
But you found some interesting things.
Yeah, I gotta... Actually, can I go find that iron key that's in the door?
Yeah, it's still in the top of it.
Can I see what putting it in the bottom of that bowl does?
It won't. Oh no, it won't. It won't fit. I can tell you that right now. It's like it's a small inscription on the base of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like more or less like the abbot's symbol, like his name or so, as far as you can tell.
Weak.
I mean, it's his bowl.
However,
I'm gonna wash it in the holy water, along with the chopsticks.
Are you going to keep the key?
And if you want, but it's just an enchanted.
Otherwise, I'll definitely take it. My character is a trophy taker.
Also, before get too far into that, Mouse, questions, comment, favorite part for today's session?
I think this session brought out a more cynical side to Starman. I don't know if that came across too well because I didn't really say much, but yeah. I also felt really bad after hitting the mimic. It really was just Just like light it the fuck up.
Yeah. I was surprised that you guys were so bloodthirsty with the mimic because
Again, I didn't even hit the mimic.
Yeah.
I just pushed it off me.
Well, like, just in general, I'm saying, the mimic itself.
As you probably noticed, I kind of wanted to just push it down to the bottom of the stairs, just have it heavy hacked apart by the traps.
Well, the mimic itself was actually kind of a bit of a rarity in the sense that it can speak. Well, no, I think all mimics can speak. It's just the feral ones; those are the rare ones. Sorry. But the deal is that the mimic, you technically had the option to bribe it by just giving it a bit of food.
Well, I gave it something to eat. Cold hard steel.
That you did.
I thoroughly enjoy myself in these games when I have a few beers, and that is not just the beers talking. Even if I weren't drinking, this would definitely be a really fucking fun session.
Oh, I'm glad that you guys were able to have some fun. Unfortunately, Ryder was not able to stick it out for the end of the session.
That is very sad. However, next session after my characters had some rest and had his pink elephant dream, he is definitely just try to make peace with him and gift him that dragon statue.
So next week, be sure to tune in again. We will have Dapper hopefully rejoining us for the session, and also on top of that, we might have our own Dr. Squiggums returning for the campaign. So keep an eye out for that.
Thoroughly hope so.
So definitely do tune in then, and from all of us here at Kingdoms of Discordia, we want to wish you a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, a wonderful afternoon, morning, whenever you are. Hope that you are going to have a good time, and hope to see you again very soon.
And a weekly reminder, drink responsibly.
That too. Now, as we do at the end of all of our streams, special thanks to our patrons. Without them, we could not do this. That thanks goes to Angel, Avery Hillpeak, Connor Walker, Hash, Nellify, Sharknet, Zero, and Zygrado Rixon. If you would like to get your name on this board and in these thanks at the end of all of our streams, please consider giving us a donation at either kofi.com/Calligator or patreon.com/RedStarAlchemy. Thank you all so very much.